Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal Ann, and here you can totally make that too. I am so excited to be crafting with you guys again live. We're wrapping up those Christmas items, if you will. Today we are doing what they call ugly Christmas sweaters, DIY. Which why do they call them ugly? I think they're pretty. So what we're doing is some of those trending sweaters again, like this one. I brought it back. They were $69, $70 over on TikTok shops, and they sold out so quick. So today we're DIYing our own for less than 20 bucks. The one that I'm fixing to do first is going to be less than $10, and it's like this, but we're going to be using these super cute. We actually tried to do this a while back. These are faux embroidery, so it's going to look like an embroidery design. These are reindeer. So I brought it back since we didn't get to finish that in another video. Now, I will say I've already had technical difficulties with this one, with the print and cut, so I'm fussy cutting these by hand, and that's okay. So I used Caesar Easy Easy Subly, and which I'll get into here in a minute. So we're going to finish, heating these up. I'm going to talk you guys through it and all that. So while you guys are joining, tell me, where are you guys crafting from? Did you guys wrap up your DIY gifts? Or are you guys going to be working on some projects with the kiddos during the Christmas break? I want to know all of the things. Are you crafting for your own kids, maybe the grandkids, nieces, and nephews? And let me know, what is your favorite item that you have crafted this year? I see that we've got hello, good morning. Hello, Linda, Bam Girl, Lana, Kim, Nanny, and I want to say ink and beads. I'm going to say that just to be I never can say the first part of that. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I am so, so excited. So since we have 3 sweatshirts, so initially I was going to do 2 of them, but I decided we're doing 3. We're going to go bigger. We're going to go home. So we are going to be doing our faux embroidery. So it's going to look like an embroidery design. Now, keep in mind, you could do this with applique in a real embroidery machine. So for me, I have the Racoma. I can never remember, it's the 2001 model. Anyways, I'll link it after this video, just in case you guys are interested and you guys are going to be purchasing an embroidery machine this year. But you could accomplish this with your embroidery machine and applique. Now, if you did that, then you would just need some heat and bond that you would have on the back to attach these. Or another thing is the sweatshirt that I'm going to use, you could get a polyester sweatshirt and you could just sublimate these straight to the sweatshirt. But mine had more cotton in it than it did polyester. So I decided to go with a Caesar Easy Subly. All right, I can see hello, Crystal, loving the shirt. Thank you so much. I brought it back because I didn't get to do all of the fun Christmas projects and I only got to wear it once so far. Now, keep in mind, it will be coming back next year, but I know it was a lot of your guys' favorite. And so I thought I'm bringing it back today. I tried to wear our Merry Everything sweater I made in the last video, not the last, but the time before. And it's too much of a crop top. I told you I made it for my daughter. I ain't gonna try to do that. I'm not gonna try to do it. So we brought this one back. So technically the design that we're doing, I'm gonna drop y'all down for just a second. So this super cute little guy, which will come to life, this is sublimation. So this will come to life. The colors will really be true once we press it. But this is what we're working on here. These 2 had actually did the print and cut with the Cricut. But what happened is, and I knew better, okay? I knew better. Let me get a drink really quick before I keep. We're back with a sugar-free hot cocoa. Let's see, Chicago, good morning. Hello, everybody. D, hello, hello. Okay, so let me get my drink. I'm always all over the place. I'm so excited. We are so close to Christmas. So let me explain. When it comes to print and cut, do not try to skip ahead and print them all out at one time. So I'm going to show you that here in just a second. So when we go to send these to the printer, don't just try to send them all to the printer and think you're going to load them one at a time on your Cricut and it's going to cut them out. Okay. It's not going to happen. So we have to send it each time to our printer to be printed. And then, so that way the lines stay in place. If not, you're going to have issues with your calibration or whatever, to where your print and cut. So I have mine down there and it cut halfway through my face. So I only got one of these to come through because I printed the other ones out trying to be ahead of myself. So that way all we had to do was be loading it on camera, because this was a last minute one. Okay. Last night I was helping my aunt make chocolate dip spoons that you put in the hot cocoa with the peppermint. And so I didn't get to finish prepping last night because I was actually going to use the embroidery machine. So I was actually going to do real applique. And I thought this morning, I thought, you know what, we can still pull this off. We can do it with a faux applique because I didn't get to do this last time. So you can do this with your silhouette. You can do this with your brother's Scanica, because I do believe you have print and cut, right? With a brother. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. From Alabama. How exciting. Thank you guys so much for all of the, I'm glad you're back. I feel so good to be back. And what I've decided, I am trying to just get back in the swing of things. It's too hard for me to try to get pre-records just yet. So I'm going to stick with the lives just until the end of the year. So we just have a few weeks anyways. That way we're going to finish up Christmas and start getting into our next event of stuff. So just stay tuned for that. Here we go. So let me go ahead. I'm going to try to slow down my talking too. And you guys could definitely watch this on the replay. So I'm bringing this up here. So this is Cricut Design Space, obviously. So here's my design. I bought this over on Etsy. It is linked down below. So when we go to press this, look at how that's going to be like glitter. It is so adorable. And the size I did, let me bring it really quick. Thank you so much, Trish. Okay, so I'm coming over to my design. So what it's going to look like is it's going to look like a red glitter nose. It's going to look like glitter antlers and all of those fun things. So with the applique with the real embroidery machine, I was going to use glitter HTV for these. But obviously, like I said, we're going to do faux embroidery. So I did these. So that way I wanted 2 of them to be able to fit on the 8.5 by 11. So what I did was I dropped these down to 5 inches high because I measured by Santa's on my shirt here and they were 6 inches high. So I brought these down to 5 inches, and this is what will happen. I want to teach y'all something. So when you go to make it, right, we are going to go ahead and you're going to see that it's going to try to bring it onto a bigger paper. Because now with the print and cut with Cricut, you can do bigger pieces. Well, I don't have easy Subli that's 11 by 17. I need it to be 8.5 by 11. So what you're going to do is you're going to come back to material size. We're going to change this to letter 8.5 by 11. And so you're going to notice immediately it's going to split it into 2. And I'm like, Cricut, you're trying to get us to use more material, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to come to the second mat. You can even do the first. You're going to click on these 3 dots. Once again, you guys could definitely pause this and replay afterwards. So we're going to click the 3 dots. We're going to hit move object. We're going to click the first mat and hit confirm. You're going to be like, where did it go? It's right on top. So what we need to do is move it out of the way, and then we'll rotate it until it fits. So you can kind of play around with that. Perfect. So if it didn't work, you're going to see like the red line here, it would be on the outside. So you can still, don't ever just trust the judgment of Cricut or whatever it may be. Always play around with that on your own. You can save that material and really utilize and get those. And I almost feel like we possibly could sneak a third one in here. If we rotated this guy just a little bit more, we possibly could, just depending on that. So never, ever just accept your fate of having to do one at a time. We got 2 in there. So then the next thing you're going to want to do, if you're working with Caesar Easy Subli, you don't want to mirror it. Okay. So we're not going to turn our mirror on. Now, if you were going to work with something and you were doing the printable, you were going to put this on white glitter HTV, which is one of our projects I'm going to kind of show you today. You're going to, my brain's so fried. You're going to mirror it at that point because you're going to put it on the glitter HTV, or if you were using, like I said, the Sublimation HTV, if you will. So we did not mirror. Then you're going to hit continue. Now we're going to go ahead and hit send to printer. Now this is a really cool thing about Sawgrass. They now have it to where, first of all, always turn off bleed. I always turn off bleed. When you go to the printer and you have a Sawgrass, you can actually hit send to printmate and it's automatically going to print for you. But make sure that you go into your settings, which we'll do in a whole other video. Make sure you go into your settings and have it set for, what you want to automatically, like polyester or whatever it may be. But you would have to make sure your mirror's turned off. So I really don't want to trust that because I don't want to waste material. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, it doesn't matter what printer you're going to choose. You're going to go ahead and turn on use system dialog. Then you're going to hit next. From there, you're not going to be able to see it right now because it's not going to be on the screen. Then next, you're going to go all the way down. You're going to have a print box pop up. You're going to click on PDF, save it as a PDF to your desktop. And then at that point, you can take it over to your print software. Now, if you have an Epson or Converted, I just seen that Brother just recently released their very own Sublimation printer. Like, what? You would be able to just print those from there. So just keep that in mind. And you can send it directly to your Sawgrass now, but you want to make sure your settings are correct. So there's that. All right, so that's it. So then you would hit print. So then we would say, I've already printed. Next, it's going to go to our materials. I'm just going to choose everyday iron on for that. And then it's going to be ready to go. Now, let me go ahead and drop you guys down. So what's going to happen next? Once you print them off, your ink is wet. So this is the next very important step. You're only going to need to press this at like 312 to 315. I always put 320 on my heat press here, and then for around 15 to 20 seconds. So I've got 20 seconds here because remember, this is just HTV. So the really cool thing about this is you just need to hover above this to dry the ink. So that way your Cricut's not smearing it. Plus when you touch it, as we peel these off, you don't want that ink going all over the place, right? So what you want to do is, I'm going to drop y'all down for just a second. You want to take your Cricut Easy Press or your heat press, and you're going to hover above. Don't touch it. So I'm just going to hover above this design. I'm not touching it whatsoever. And you're going to do that for 1 minute. So I'm just going to kind of do the whole thing here. Now, if I was using something like my big heat press and it was on, I would slide it underneath there just like that. If you had a swing away, right? And just leave it there for 1 minute. If you have a clamshell, you just want to hold it down as close as you can for about a minute, right? We got to dry those inks first. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then we're going to finish fussy cutting this and we're going to make our very first sweatshirt. So you guys let me know. Let me try to bring you guys back up so I can see comments and stuff. Let me know. Oh, thank you so much, Tamika. Take your time. I enjoy your lives anyways. Thank you so much. And like I said, y'all hang on. Buckle up, right? Go get your hot cocoa or whatever. But we are going to be here for 3 shirts. I'm super excited for it. We're going to push this so it stays on. All right. And usually sometimes too, I will actually bump it up to like 385 whenever I heat it for that 1 minute, but I'm just doing it at the 320 right now. So you're just going to hover above this and dry it. All right. So once you're done with that, you obviously then would load it on your Cricut mat. Now you would make sure that you load it on the correct way. So I know mine is this way. And then you would load it in your Cricut and it would cut it out. But make sure you're sending it to your printer one at a time. Do not try to say that it's already at the printer and just keep hitting print, because you're going to be in my boat. All right. So what I'm going to do, it's fine. I'm going to finish fussy cutting these while we're just hanging out here. So you guys, once again, let me know. Do you guys have any questions? This is sublimation. Another option you could do for this is printable HTV. So you could use your regular inkjet printer and you could do HTV. Or if you have a white toner like this Uninet iColor 560, which is coming to the channel soon, you could definitely do that. You could do the DTF pack with these. That would be awesome. So yes. Hello from the UK. Love your channel. Learn so much. Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate it. Hello, Rhonda. TJ, I finally caught you live. Yay, TJ. I'm so excited. I am so excited that you guys are here. Once again, I'm going to try to talk and work at the same time so I can get these out here. But once again, like I said, let me know what you guys are crafting. And so here we go. So I'm making these ugly Christmas sweaters, which I say are super cute. Do you guys have any Christmas parties? Are you guys hosting? Are you guys going to anyone, whether it's work or whether with your family or friends? Let me know. Are you guys doing any Christmas parties? We are not. Like, so first of all, my health is still, and I feel like I'm talking about it every time I'm broken record. My immune system is super duper weak. So I redid that blood. It is definitely super, super weak. So I'm trying to stay indoors. I'm not going anywhere. And so my daughter went and got these supplies for me, which I'm going to talk about some of these in a minute. She actually snagged them from Walmart for me. And I had already had the other ones before I got sick. So like the sweaters I had from Target and stuff, which I'll talk about again. So right now, in case you guys are just now joining, this is Caesar Easy Subly, and you would actually use either your Cricut or Silhouette or whatever machine you have and actually cut it. But you know, when you're live, you have to have technical difficulties. And so I only have 3 more to cut out after this one, so it's not too bad. Good morning. Is the white toner like printable vinyl? In a sense, right? But it's going to be the HTV. And so it's kind of, so it's a 2-step process. And I'm trying to think. So it's kind of like how the Caesar Easy Subly is. Yeah. So printable vinyl. And you can put it on hard substrates too. So you can put it on mugs and all kinds of fun stuff. Once again, that's coming very, very soon. I'm just trying to, because I was trying to rush myself, I think, to get back to work after being gone for a month. And so I was like, oh, I'm doing this. And realistically, I can't. I have so much stuff going on in my personal life, like my health and stuff still. trying to get things going. I'm like, it's so unrealistic to say I've got this. So we're just going to stick with the lives and do what we can. But we are going to have those videos coming very soon. So like I said, I still got to get that thing put together, and I'm so excited for it. Once again, it is some really cool stuff you can do with your Cricut, making stickers, invitations. It's got that white ink, but they also have fluorescent colors. And if you guys weren't here for the other live, it actually turns into a sublimation printer too. So you'll switch out the inks back and forth. No cleaning, no nothing. You'll switch your inks back and forth. So it's like a 2-for-1. It's 2-in-1 printer. It is super, super awesome. And I do have it linked below, so if y'all want to check it out. Let's see here. Good morning. I've been waiting all week for this video. Thank you, Crystal. Love your videos, and you look beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm so excited. It makes me so, so happy when you guys are just as excited and you guys can't wait to watch these. Like, it makes me so happy to know that you guys are having just as much fun. And I just love it. I'm super, super excited. Okay, so we are almost done with this one. And once again, if you notice, even though I've dried these inks down, I can never dry them down good enough. I am trying my best to keep my fingers off, off as much as I can, because it still gets on your fingers. And the thing that stinks about it is you'll touch one area like this white, and when you go to sublimate or press it, if you will, those inks will come to life. And then you have like a black piece over on his brown face. It stinks. I hate it. And the other thing is, like where I have a white t-shirt, I'm going to make sure, you may want to get yourself a baby wipe or something. Make sure that there is no more of that ink on your hands. So here in a minute, I'm really going to rub my hands out, because you're going to get it on if you have a white shirt like me, right? Or any color shirt, and that ink will be there. Then when you press, the ink will be there for life. So just keep that in mind as well. Okay, so one thing I wanted to show y'all, I'm going to drop you down. All right. So since I'm having a fussy cut, and this is kind of a lesson to be learned for everybody, okay? So learn from me. So what I did is I have this white space, all right? And I don't want to really squeeze my scissors in there. So what I'm using is a little craft knife, and I'm going to get right inside of there. So that's something you could do too with the whole thing as a craft knife. But I'm going to just get my line going here. And I had to do it a couple times. I didn't cut close enough the first time. And so I'm going to just go around just like this. Oops. And I know I need to go back up a little. There we go. And then I could take and weed. Oop, try to be careful. I can weed out that piece, and then I should be able to weed out this piece. I think I got it cut enough. Yes. And so just use your little craft knife for that part, right? And so that way you don't have to, and this is white. So any sort of little bit of white that I'm leaving behind, it should be okay because it's on a white shirt. If you're putting it on a red shirt, you may want to be a little bit more careful than what I'm doing. And I'll leave this one down just for a little bit so you guys can see me fussy cutting here. And so I'm just going to go all the way around. I'm trying to get as close as I can I'm trying not to leave jagged pieces like that, without trying to get on it, on the face there, right? This one is such a cute design. It is so cute. I love it. So if you guys have not seen with the faux embroidery, see how it has the stitching around it? It looks like it's been done with an embroidery machine. So it's going to be really cool. And so this is actually, I want to say this is my first faux embroidery. Once again, if you guys were on our live a while back with the silhouette, I had tried to do this with the silhouette Cameo 5. And I messed up. I don't remember if my printer wouldn't print or what the situation was. Yeah, because I kept mirroring it or something. And we couldn't get the printer to print it right, so we didn't get to use it. And I know everybody was so sad about it. And so that's why I thought today, I was like, there's hope. But like I said, I wanted to so bad last night. I wanted to embroider these applique. But stay tuned, because I told you guys Monday, which, like I said, I didn't get it out in time. I have a really, really fun embroidery video coming, and I think I'm going to blow your minds. Once again, when I think outside of the box and I come up with an idea, I just can't even. I can't. I get so excited whenever I think of my own stuff. Okay, I'm almost done with this. In the meantime, I'll pop y'all back up here. Please take your time to recover. We all need health and happy. Yes, and that's what I'm really trying. Thank you so much. I'm trying to tell myself. And so when I could not get my video done this weekend to have that pre-record for Monday, I told myself, because I was like beating myself up about it. And I told myself, I was like, seriously, like, let it go. You can't control, like, you cannot control these things. And at the end of the day, I was rushing to come back, And so it had already been a month, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to get in there. I'll just get going. And so I needed to slow down. And these lives just make it so much easier for me because I get to, for one, craft with you guys live. And two, I get to, I don't have to edit it and all that kind of stuff, right? So it just kind of helps me a little bit. I'm trying to be careful because hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about here. You have those fingerprints. Hopefully y'all can see that. They are everywhere. So I'm really trying to be careful. So I don't want to get that ink that's on my thumb there on his little face. So I'm trying to be careful. And I have the worst shaky hands ever. So since I've been going through all of this stuff and my immune system or whatever, I'm just so weak, I guess. I have the worst shaky hands. My daughter has, I don't know what you call it, but she has tremors. I think it's a tremor. So she actually had to take medicine for a long time, but she had a shake. But I'm like, I've noticed ever since I've had this, I shake. What is going on? All right, so I think I'm almost done. And then we got 2 more, and then we're going to get started here. And I'm so excited. I think I'm going to get this. Hold on. I was going to skip and move on. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may even just do 1 more. And then if we need the extra, I'll cut it out. Okay. So I'm only going to trim out 1 more. Let's see. I can't wait until your faux embroidery video. Darn, I have to leave. We'll have to watch. Yes, Brenda, come back and watch it on the replay. Like I said, stay tuned, guys. Stay packed. This is the only one that I'm having to do like this. Everything else is ready to go. All of our other fun stuff is ready, okay? So this is the only one y'all had to sit here and just kind of hang on. I thought I was going to have these ready to go before y'all came in here, but I didn't. I did not. But yeah, I'm so excited for you guys and Christmas. I hope you guys all have a very happy holiday with your family. A very Merry Christmas, if you will. I'm super, super excited for y'all. And I wanted to say, okay, one topic I wanted to talk about today, because I was talking about that with one of you guys the other day in the chat, is we should not be embarrassed or ashamed about giving DIY gifts. So I want to talk about that today while we're doing this. Don't ever, that's why we spend so much money in our machines, right? To be able to gift our family. So not only do we make and sell, or we may just simply do it to make gifts, right? And so remember how much money we have invested in our machines and materials. But on top of that, if we're going to pay somebody on Etsy $40 to make us a tumbler, why can't we do it ourselves? Like, why can't we make that gift ourselves? Because guess what? It means even more that I took the time. So 1 year, I've talked about it. I made all of my nieces and nephews, I made them all a quilt. And that is something that'll last a lifetime, is that I made that. And so, and then you get to personalize. So whether you're making a tumbler or a coffee mug and you get to put somebody's name or face on it, that's even something more special. A lot of times we order those from places online and they're not that good. You know, we order the blankets that have the pictures and they're not the best. It's a super thin blanket where we could get a nice thick blanket for way less and do it ourselves. So I wanted to talk about that today. Don't ever feel embarrassed or, feel like you just didn't spend that much on someone. Yes, you did. You spent a ton of money. You have a lot of money in your machines and everything. But this year I am. So I am just like, a lot of people, I'm tight on money this year. So I'm doing a lot. So all of my extended family outside of my kiddos, I am doing DIY gifts. So I'm making tumblers and mugs. I am going to create like little baskets. Guys, I'm still working on my Christmas presents. I'm going to create little baskets. So I'm doing mugs and tumblers and keychains and all of those things. And I'm going to put them with some candies and stuff, little treats, their favorite treats and stuff like that, just to help. So I'll go to the Dollar Tree probably for all of that, and create little baskets. But I'm doing a lot of DIY. So if you guys are doing it, guess what? Crystal Ann is right along with y'all. I am right along with y'all making some DIY stuff. Even some for my kiddos. My kiddos never watch my lives. They never watch any of my videos. I'm like, did you watch me? And they're like, no. When so this is the thing. You would think, I know my brain's all over the place. When you would think that your kids would be so excited that mom's a YouTuber, they don't care. They don't care. Their friends are excited. They don't care. They've dealt with it their whole life. So they're not excited. So they don't watch anything. So I could talk about their Christmas presents and it wouldn't get back to them. So anyways, my son, I went to, because he's more of like a hippie, okay? He's got a hippie soul. I really love his style and stuff. So I went to Urban Outfitters to try to find him a few things for Christmas, and I couldn't find anything. And so what I'm going to do is, there's so many really cool designs right there on Cricut Design Space, or, Design Bundles or Etsy, or all these different places. So I'm going to make him some shirts on his own. So those are some of the things too that I'm even doing for my kiddos, So here we go. let me go ahead. And like I said, I'll save this one. If we need one more, we'll come back to it just so I can save time. I know that y'all are ready. We are 26 minutes in. We got to get going on this project. Okay. So one last time, I'm going to drop y'all down so y'all can see. We are going to, and I want to see really quick. I think, let me bump this and it may, hopefully don't get, there we go. Try to make sure. Okay. I don't want to make y'all sick. I was watching back the live the other day and I could see that my camera was swaying and I was like, oh no. Like, we are not doing that. Okay, here we go. All right. Did anybody make their DIY ornaments, their glitter ornaments? Or did anybody make the sweater from the other day? I'm very, very curious. Agreed, Crystal. Customized gifts are priceless. Sorry, I'm late. Hey, you're not late. You made it just in time because we have not even started the project yet. We've been just cutting everything out and now we're ready to go. Now, this is a quick, let's say, what do you call it? How would you call this? Don't make the same mistake I do. All right. So this is an announcement. So this is the thing. I have already peeled the backing off of 2 of these because they're the ones I did with the Cricut, right? So I need to make sure. Okay, that's those 2. One thing I've done before, I've fussy cutted before. This ain't my first rodeo when it comes to this stuff. Okay. So then I will forget to peel the backing off and I will press this and then it's stuck to the backing. So don't do like me. So what we're going to do is we are going to start to get this going. And I really wish I would have had, love your shirt. Thank you so much, Kelly. Make the ornament take, yay. Yay, Kelly, TJ. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. I'm trying to be careful. My fingers are still super. I wish I had a wipey in here and I don't. So I'm just peeling this. I'm going to drop you over real quick. Okay. So it has backing. So the thing that's really cool about Caesar Easy Subly is, or if you were using Printable HTV, is you don't need a mask if it's just one piece like this, but you can buy the mask separate if it was something that had several pieces. We're going to set it aside. So I'm trying to be careful. Hopefully you guys can see. Yeah, my fingers are from all that black. And so I'll keep peeling these while we hang out. But yeah, I had to wear this sweater one more time because I'm devastated. Oh, also, that's what I was going to say. I don't have any Christmas parties. Like, I want to, like, I'm like, somebody invite me to a Christmas party. I feel very festive. I'm like, I need a Christmas party. Let's see here. Crystal Ann, you look amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. No ornaments, but I did make a snowman and I'm working on a gingerbread man. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. How exciting. Okay, so here we go. And then we are going to, now for this project, you're going to need your Caesar Easy Subly, or if you're going to be using just sublimation and you're putting it on just a polyester, obviously, sublimation, print these out, fussy cut around them, have your machine cut them. You're going to need parchment paper to protect in between. And I want to say that's it. And your heat press. I'm using my Cricut Easy Press today just to show you. You can use that. It's a question I get all of the time with sublimation. And yes, you can use it. And I hope, really, really hope I didn't get any black all over his little faces. Because once again, once you press it, that's where it comes to life. And it's devastating. It's devastating. But if you see it, you're looking too close, right? So if you see our mistakes, we're looking too close. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see here. All right. So this is my last one, and we're getting going. I'm double checking. Always double check yourself. Like they say, what does it say? Measure twice, cut once. So do the same. But yes, ask me how I know. I make a lot of mistakes. You guys just don't see everything. All right. If I could get this peeled, we're going to get going on our project. And now let me tell you. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys. So it's like 4 different things I'm showing you, but I'm only making 3 sweatshirts. But I had already promised you guys one of them, which was sublimation on glitter. And so I'm going to show you guys to do it, but we're not actually going to put it on the sweater because I have another plan. There was another trending one and I'm like, we're doing that one. Okay. So we are peeling our last guy. And once again, if we decide we need one more, we'll go back for it. All right, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because there were 6 here, but I just had an extra because when my machine was messing up on my other one, it had cut here. I went ahead and saved this guy. I was like hitting pause and shutting it down, and I was like, stop. Okay, so I think I wish I had a wipey because I do not want to get this on. So you guys give me a second to rub my little fingers here. All right, let's see here. All right, so I'm going to get this out of the way. We don't need it. Get over there. Okay. Then I need to prep this. I need to move these guys so we can be ready. All right. Boom. And then we're going to need this. And we're going to need this. I think, no, we don't need that. Okay. So I'm going to need this. And I'll probably cut it down and use a few. So I've got it on 320 for 20 seconds, right? And the sweater we're using today is this one. So for this one, I wish I could get the rest of this off. That's why we keep baby wipes in the craft room, but I don't have any. So this sweater is from Walmart, $7 like 50 cents. All right. You can even do like the Gildan ones. You can grab those Hobby Lobby, Michaels, and all that. So this is going to be less than $10. So this is that athletic brand. I got a medium, so I wear a small, but I got a medium, so it was oversized. Because once again, I'm going to try to use this one. I'm trying to keep all my Christmas sweaters for years to come. I can use them for my channel, right? So this one here, I thought, oh my gosh, it is so soft. I knew that Walmart had some that you could sublimate. So I started thinking, oh my gosh, if this is polyester, I'm just going to sublimate. But it's not. It is like 50-something% cotton. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of copy my shirt here. So we are going to get this up here. And I think I'll start with just to kind of get one here. Let's get one. I'm trying to like look at my shirt here to see what's going on, see how we'll flip them. Let's start with one right here. So we're going to go ahead and get one. Right? I'm going to drop y'all down. So we're going to get one of these on here. And I'm trying to double check again. I feel like I want to make sure I'm not shaking you guys. All right, perfect. Trying to make sure it's not shaking. Okay. So I'm going to set him here maybe. Let's get started with him right here. And I've got him kind of turned a little wonky. It's on my pad here. And one thing I should probably do is pre-press. You should pre-press your shirt, okay? But I'm like, yeah, we're going to pre-press. I'm over here trying to be lazy. I'm like, yeah, Crystal, let's get to it. So we're going to go ahead and pre-press. And you want to lint roll and all that stuff. Now, this isn't like normal sublimation, so we shouldn't have, it's on this Caesar Easy Subly, so we shouldn't have issues. Now, before you try to put this down over here, make sure it's cooled down, because if not, you're going to start to stick it. But we already pretty much know, so I'm going to go back in and see, and I'm hoping those white lines will kind of hide themselves since the shirt's white, and I think it is. Now, when we press this once again, that's where it's going to come to life. Are y'all ready for this? So we're going to get this on here. We're going to hit go for 20 seconds. Are you guys ready for this? It's going to be so cute. I'm going to keep y'all down. Well, I can bring you guys back up for like 13 seconds. So you guys let me know, are you ready for this? Because it is going to be so good. When you press sublimation and those colors come to life, especially that faux glitter look, it's going to be so cute. So drop it back down. All right. There we go. We're going to lift it and look. See how those colors? Look at this. Let me move it. We're going to bring another one. Look at the difference. Look at that. Is that not insane? It is so cool, which I'll bring these up and y'all will really be able to see here in a minute. So it really comes to life. It is so, so cute. Okay, so what you want to do is be careful with your parchment. So I may actually go ahead and trim it down just so I'm not, let me do that really quick. Because if not, I'm going to go through so many of these. I'm going to crumble this really quick. Well, I'm not going to crumble. I'm going to drop it. So I should be able to get two out of here, because you can't reuse them, because if you do, there may be some ink on here and you're going to transfer them. All right. So you guys let me know. What do you think so far? Do you have disposable gloves? Oh my gosh, that was so smart. I did not. And I do somewhere, but I don't know where they're at in here. Oh, you're so smart. Love your creativity and all of your time. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate it. Mistakes are just glitter on the road to success. Oh my God. I love that. Thank you so much for that. That was so cool. Okay. So the next one we're going to put, I'm trying to look at my stuff here. So I'm trying to copy my shirt basically. We're using it as inspiration. Okay. So, and luckily I don't have to like look at this. I'm like, it's right here. So I'm just going to kind of do that. All right. So I'm going to move it around on my mat. We'll get our next one here. All right. So this one is kind of like this way. Let's get it down here. All right. We're going to cover it. And keep in mind, so with this project, I'm trying to make sure I don't get on top of that guy. With this project, you can actually use your mini easy press, which we're actually using on another project. You can use this too, because with sublimation, you need high heat, right? But with this project, you don't have to have it super high. So you could actually get this on the 3rd notch, and you can accomplish it with this too, okay? So I just want to say that as well. All right, here we go. But how cool is this? I'm gonna drop it out one more time to come to life. Those colors are gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love this sweater. And see how the white, like I was talking about, the fussy cut, it does not matter. So that little bit of white that we're seeing, I'm bringing it up again. Since it's a white shirt, this little bit of that offset, you cannot see it on this sweater. Oh my gosh, I'm here for this. I'm dying right now. This is so good. But I have to be up here because I have to follow along. So this one I think is upside down. And is that 1, 2? Okay, so he's upside down. So let's do that. And I'm already forgetting to pre-press. No one noticed, okay? So I've got to get over here and do some pre-pressing. I'm trying to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm making sure I'm not losing anybody because I don't want to have something get underneath here and then press it on the back of the shirt. No way. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pre-press this time. I'm going to remember. Let's see here. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh my God, those are so cute. When they start to come to life, the colors, it is so cool. I love Caesar Easy Subli. It's one of my favorite things. I've talked about it so much with sublimation, but you could accomplish this once again with and I'm not a huge fan. I will tell y'all that right now, to be honest. I am not a huge fan of printable HTV. I feel like no matter what you do, no matter what brand it is, it's still going to eventually just wash in the washer and it's going to, the colors get gunky. I am just not somebody that's a fan of it. So, but it is something that you can do. It is an option. Okay, so I haven't used this one. We're going to cover. I'm going to drop y'all down so y'all can see. So I've got it here upside down, hanging around. And then I'm going to cover it. We're going to take our press, go back on top, 20 seconds. But once again, just to kind of show y'all that color difference from pressing. This is going to be so stinking cute. I am so here for this. I'm super, super excited. Let's see. How can we use sublimation tumblers we messed up on? I have a bunch of them and I didn't. Now, I will tell you, let me pull this up really quick. You can use like that citrus strip and you can strip the tumbler. That's something that you can definitely do. And so that way you can strip it and then it would be silver and you can use it for something else, glitter tumbler or something like that. Or if you use a darker design, like if it was an all black pretty much design or something like that, I know that you can do that. There's a few videos I've seen on YouTube of people doing different, like to test that theory out. So you definitely, I would definitely type in, how would you, I was trying to think about how somebody would type that in, but it would be like, you know, how to fix a mistake or something like that with sublimation. But I've tried so many times and it's just not worth it. Let's see, looks great. Might try this on a shirt. Yeah, and see what's really, really excited and a jumper. Oh my gosh, I love it. Want to go to Walmart and buy a ton of these. Yes. You know, and they have baby blue. They have baby blue, pink. They had red. They have, I wanted a green one. So at first I was going to like do this, right? And I was going to do, what was I doing? Because I was doing because I was actually going to redo the Santa faces. So think about it. If you want to create this one, go over there on Etsy or look on, you know, the different places where you get your files and look for a faux embroidery. You could put faux embroidery Santa. And so then you could actually recreate this yourselves too. So either put it on a polyester and do regular sublimation, or you can do like I'm doing with the Caesar Easy Subli. Now, one of the cool things is if you buy on like Expressions Vinyl or 143, they sell these individual sheets if you wanted to, or you can get them in Amazon and get the box of them like I did. I just keep those on hand. Okay, so let me look here. So we have our sideways. We have those two. This guy is right over here hanging out. Okay, so he's going to go like this. And I'm trying to double check. I'm trying to move him. I think maybe like, I'm trying to, well, I'll put him kind of sideways like this. All right. I'm trying to show you guys. Let's see. I'm going to kind of put him sideways like this. And I may not be able to 100% like get my shirt as inspiration, get these to 100, but hey, we're trying. Okay. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and get that there. I've got a piece of parchment we're going to cover. And then 320 for 20 seconds. But the easy thing too is if you have a polyester shirt or it has a higher count of polyester than cotton, you could definitely just do this with that. I would even say that if you were wearing this for a party for $7.50, you could probably get it to sublimate on here, but it's going to wash out a lot of that color. But if you're just wearing it to one party, it should be bright at first. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Ah, he's so cute. Now I'll show you. Hopefully you guys can pick it. I don't know if y'all pick it up. I'll bring it up here in a minute. From where my fingerprints were, and this one was not dry enough, you can see Like it took some of the color out, if you will. But once again, we're going to bring this up here in just a minute. So I think, and I need to figure out because I have these creases here, so I'm going to have to be careful. So both sleeves, I think, have, I'm trying to look at it. So we're going to come over here. We're going to go right here. Heat that up. See, wasn't this worth waiting, guys? Wasn't this worth waiting on me getting all of these cut out? One thing is it took, when it did cut the first time with my Cricut, it took a little bit longer than a normal because it is zigzaggy from where the embroidery lines are. So it took a little bit longer to cut than a normal cut. So keep that in mind as well. All right. But you could always do an offset around it, flatten it, and that way it would just be perfectly around it. So that's something to think about. All right, so let's see here. Should we do like this? Oh my goodness, stop. So stinking cute. Okay, I think something like that. I'm just trying to make sure he's not going to wrinkle because of that area. Let me drop it down. Y'all can't even see. Okay, so I've got it on the sleeve like that. And I think the other one, I may get it a little bit upside down. We'll see. We're going to do that. And we're going to press it. This one is so much fun. I'm obsessed with it. Let's see here. Coming late. Wow, those are super cute. How do they glitter? So it's faux. So what it is, it's called faux, which is fake. Okay. So faux glitter. Not only is it faux embroidery where it looks like it's actually been stitched out, it's faux glitter. So if you ever look up, you can look on any of the sites, you know, like Design Bundles or whatever. You can type in faux glitter. So if you were doing a Tumblr or whatever it would be, you could type in faux glitter, faux embroidery. There's so many. This was super trendy, started trend right here at the end of the year. Type in faux embroidery. There's so much stuff out there. And like I said, if y'all stay tuned, I have some really fun faux embroidery that I'm going to do with the Cricut as well and Puff HTV. So stay tuned for that. So let me go ahead and drop y'all down again. Let's see. These are cute. Thank you. Crystal, what brand is the sweater? This one is, I'll bring it up again. This is from Walmart. So these are $7.50. It is that, what is this? Athletic brand. That way you guys can pause it on the replay or anything like that. I got mine because I normally, like this is a small, but they made these really oversized. So whenever I buy a sweater like this, I do a medium to get it a little bit oversized. Look how cute it's already. I feel like I'm giving y'all a sneak peek. We got one more of these guys to put on. I am so pumped for it. So cute. Okay, so let me get my last one here, and then we're really going to check it out. Okay, so here we go. We're going to, now y'all stay tuned. This is just one. This is one fun sweater, okay? We got 2 more to go, and I'm going to show you guys a 4th option, okay? So we are going to, let's see what we got. What do we want to do? I need to be careful. This got stiff. Okay, perfect. Easy does it. I'm here. All right, let's drop it down. I'm thinking since we have that one, maybe I should kind of get him a little upside down. What do we think? Upside down, for sure. Cute. And I'm going to cover. Remember, new parchment paper to be safe. You don't want any of that ink to transfer. This is our last one, guys. This was so worth waiting while I fussy cutted all of these. I'm here. I'm so late. That's okay, Vonda. You are never late. Let's see. Hey, I am late. Hey, you are never late, Patrice. Thank you guys so much for being here. She said it was athletic. Thank you so much. Walmart, by the way. Is it a sweater or sweatshirt being used? It's a sweatshirt, if you will. Oh my God, this is so cute. Thank you so much. Here we go. Lift it and make sure I don't want to burn myself. Last one. But you guys seen how those colors. So if you guys just came in, let me show you again. This is the Sublimation before. And you guys can see the colors there. Look at the difference in those colors. Now I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see this faux glitter. Once again, where I fussy cutted the white, you cannot see it because of this white. It blends in perfectly. We're going to bring this up. Let me show you one. And I'm going to show you one that's obviously in the right direction. So we can put these side by side. So look at that. First of all, let me bring it up. Look at that faux glitter. Does not look legit. Look at those stitch lines. Okay. Look at the stitches. It looks like it is straight embroidered. That's number one. Look at the nose. But the antlers and that nose looks like it is glitter HTV. Does it not? I love it. It's adorable. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I must try this. Yes, this is a must try. See what I'm talking about? We may be late to the game on Christmas, but y'all are going to have these last minute Christmas sweaters, number one. Number two, you can still use this on anything. You could do a Valentine's. Think about that. Valentine's, Easter, whatever you wanted to do, you could do whatever. But this is before we pressed it. This is Sublimation. It's going to be lighter. But once you press it, look at how the difference is, how much it came to life. This sweatshirt is so cute. Now here we go. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Oh my gosh. This is too precious. Okay. Look at that. Is it not so good? It is so stinking good. I am pumped for this. We made our very own. So if you guys have been wanting this sweatshirt, it is sold out everywhere, by the way. $69. We made this for less than $10, less than $10. We made this really cute sweater from Walmart. And it took 6. So I used 6 of these. Now I do have an extra, but after we're done with the live, I'll cut it out. And I may put it where, let's see. I may put it like on the sleeve a little further down, maybe have it to where it's going to be here. Or have you seen on those shirts, like in the back, I could have it just kind of like here, like one, or I may just leave it alone. I'm not sure because it really is sometimes less is more. Love it. Beautiful. Yay. Thank you guys so much. Sweatshirt number 1, if you will. So this one's a sweatshirt. The other 2 are sweaters. I'm always like, what is what? Oh my gosh. This is adorable. I love it so stinking much. So if we come back next week with any sort of last minute Christmas, be prepared because Crystal's wearing a shirt. So I hope you guys love it. The glitter is too real. I know. And the embroidery too. It's insane. I'm going to show y'all one last time. Let's move on. Okay. Because we've got other ones. Here we go. Look at that. So good. Look at those stitch. I'm going to try to bring that up. Look at that stitch lines and that glitter. It looks legit. Now, oh, I almost forgot to tell y'all. I thought this would be an idea too, is you could take, let me lay it down so y'all can see, okay? You could, I forgot I was going to tell y'all this idea. So we are using our glue gun again with our fabric glue on the next project. So what I was thinking, I have these little wool balls. I think I bought these on Amazon one time. I'll link them afterwards, but you could go, I was thinking Dollar Tree, get the little like red jingle bells or anything like that. But these are wool balls. You could probably even pick these up at Hobby Lobby or something. And you could glue them on, oh my gosh, stop it. You could glue that on a couple of these. So maybe you have one there and then one down here or whatever, just to bring this shirt and give it a 3D effect. Now, what my thinking is, because I wouldn't trust just putting that fabric glue straight onto this Caesar Easy Subly. So if I was going to be gluing any of these, I would kind of know which ones they were. Before I put it down, I would cut a little hole out of my nose. And so that way, whenever I went to glue this down, it was going to be in contact with the sweater. So that's just an idea as well. Or those little glitter pom-poms, the little glitter pom-poms, they usually Dollar Tree or whatever. So that's just another idea. Now, here we go. So let's go ahead. Oh my gosh, I love the fires. They'll be so cute. What kind of printer did you? I use a sublimation printer. So I use my Sawgrass SG 500. I'm not going to lie. I used my Sawgrass SG 1000 today because I couldn't get my other one to start printing. And so Sawgrass sublimation printer and Caesar Easy Subly. This is here we go. So whenever I bought mine, I bought it in the box like this. So this is what it looks like. You can also buy you can also buy it by the masks as well. So if you were doing individual, and I'm going to show you, hold on. Oh, yeah. Your print and cut actually works like it did the first time. But once again, it was my fault. You have to print these individual. It'll actually look like this. Okay. So it reads your lines. You want to dry it and you'd peel it off like that. So I did get it to work the first time, but I wasn't thinking. Okay, let's move on because I know that we have so much to cover. We'll come back to it if we need to. Okay, we'll do a recap at the end. All right, so we are done. No, we're not done. Let's move on to the glue gun. That way I can shut it off and move on. So we are going to do another. All right, so remember how we talked about the chunky yarn? We're doing it. Okay, so we've got another sweatshirt here. So this one, let me drop y'all down. This one is this is a sweater. This is from Target, $20. I got it 30% off. Look at these sleeves. They are so good. This is a knitted sweater, if you will, right? This is a medium, once again, just to kind of have a little oversize. So what we're doing is just like we did, not last week, but the week before, I've already done it so that we were ready to go. I tried to prepare some things this morning. What I used here, so if you want to know how to do this, go back to, I'll have it linked down below later, but go back to not my last live, but the live before where we did our Merry Everything sweater. You'll see it in the thumbnail. I used Cricut infusible inks. Now, last time I forgot to mention, you can also use artistry markers. Those are also sublimation markers. And I think there's a few like knockoff brands as well. At the end of the day, you need a sublimation marker. I'm using the Cricut infusible ink. I used the word Merry. This one I wanted to double check. It was called it's in Cricut Design Space. Let me cancel. Hold on. Yes, we want to cancel. I'm going to go to cancel. I'm going to show y'all really quickly. I'm going to go to my stuff, customize. All right, so let me replace. For this project, once again, if you want to see, I'm going to go ahead and add the stage. Here we go. So with this one, I'm using, once again, a written font. So this is with the pen. This is a written font. So this is called Banana Pumpkin. And this one may be, I wonder if this is a, no. So this is BFC, Banana Pumpkin. This is a Cricut design space. So if you're an Access member, it's completely free. If not, it's $4.99. You guys can definitely screenshot or pause whenever you guys watch it on the replay. This is the one I chose because of the R's. It was very similar to what I needed. And what I did was I narrowed it. I hit cursive. I went to the filters and I went to the writing. So that way I could narrow it to the writing. So if you guys did not see, let me come back over here. If you guys did not see my other one, you want to go back and look at it. So I had this already prepared just to save time. You're going to write it out. This time how I talked about like spreading it out, I didn't have to with this one because I printed it and I tested it with the yarn. I put the yarn on top just to test and it was far enough. You could do test runs with regular ink pen if you want to before you actually commit, because this is just copy paper. So what I'm going to do is with this sweater, this is not, this is where we're going to test it out. This is not a polyester. So last time it was polyester, so it came through. This is where we're going to find out the truth is if I press this on like a cotton, is it going to come up? Okay. So here's the moment of truth. So this one, for information, I got this. This is the chunky yarn. I couldn't find, how do y'all find the end piece of yarn? I'm not one that crochets or anything, so I couldn't find the end piece, the starting piece. So I undid it, right? I have this now. And I figured out if you just pulled it out of the end, it was there. So I tried everywhere. I couldn't get it. So I finally cut it off. And this is what I have now. So I have my end piece here. And then, so I have the chunky yarn. Then I have the hot glue. So with this hot glue, in case you guys missed the last one, this is my Lynn Lily glue gun, right? This one, I use fabric glue sticks. So these are Surebonder, right? Fabric glue sticks. You can get them in different colors. So depending on whatever you're working with, I'm using the white. So fabric glue sticks. So you can wash this in the washer. Use it on cold cycle, inside out. Don't put it in the dryer. Hang it to dry. Sublimation marker. You could also, you could print this. So you could write this out in Canva or even Cricut Design Space. Print it with your sublimation printer and press it. So that's another option as well in case you missed last week. So with this project, you want to make sure and protect your garment because infusible ink is so much more saturated than sublimation. So I'm going to put this in between. All right, just like that. And I'm trying to figure out my center. I'm trying to make sure I kind of do that. All right, and so then I'm going to drop y'all down. I can see through this, luckily. I'm going to just kind of eyeball it and hope for the best. So I think I want to come down just a little bit because it's kind of a little more like that, I think. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to tape it just to be safe. And like I said, we're going to find out together if it's going to press. Good night, Carm. Okay, we got somebody. Let's see. Let's see. I will watch in the morning. It's 12:50 a.m. Oh my gosh, and it's good night. Good night. Yes, go get some rest. Come back tomorrow and definitely watch us on the replay. All right, so we are going to press. I think we're just going to roll with it. I think it looks pretty centered. Let's hope for the best. That's all I can say. So here we go. I'm going to press this. Let's see if I can get it in one. I think I'm about to press it twice, so very carefully. Oh, hold on. Let me come back up here. I believe it's 385 for 40 seconds. I think that's what, I think Kelly found that for me last time. So 385, let's see. I'm going to bring it up. It won't take a second to bump. And in the meantime, we'll double check ourselves. 385 for 40 seconds for infusible ink. If you have the infusible ink sheets, that's something you can also use, even if it's a pattern. It doesn't matter. You're using this as a template. Something else I almost forgot to mention. Another thing that you can do too is you can take your iPad, because I've seen this on another video for people that were actually, it would be like hand embroidering it on the shirt, if you will. They were using their iPad or like a bright pad. So you could print this off on paper, put it on your bright pad, put it underneath, and you could write with a pen, like a Sharpie or something to bring that through, or a washable pen or whatever. Or you could use your iPad. So you would have it on Canva. You would bring your screen super bright. Then you would put that in there and you'd be able to outline. So that's another option as well. Okay, so here we go. So while we're doing that, I think it's almost there. Let me just double check. What does everybody think? Do we look pretty straight? I mean, it's like this. I think we look pretty good. I'm going to scoot it just a tiny, tiny bit. Like that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're going to cover. And like I said, I'm going to have to press it in 2 presses. So I'm going to have to be very, very careful. And the one thing about infusible ink too is, it will come and saturate even this paper. So make sure you put your parchment paper in between as well, or a couple pieces of copy paper. And then be careful when we got to move this, because you don't want that ink to shift and then go through the paper again. It's a long thing, but just be super duper careful. Once again, we're going to find out together if this is going to show up on this shirt. Let's see here. It's usually in the center of one of the ends of the rolls. See, that's what happened. And it was. And I pulled on it at first, but it wasn't like, I still wasn't seeing, so I gave up on it. If I'd have pulled a little bit more, it came out. So I was tugging on all the different sides that I could. All right, let me be very careful. I was pushing, and remember, let me see if you can see. So I didn't pull the moisture out of the shirt, but once again, it doesn't matter with what's underneath. See how it's a darker color here? That will go away. And your press lines, once you wash it, that's also going to go away. But that where you could see, that's just moisture. And I didn't hit go. So I'll stop at like 10 seconds early. But anyways, you guys let me know, do you have any questions? Anything like that. So yay, chunky yarn. Yes. So this is chunky yarn. My sweater, you could definitely do this with a Gildan sweatshirt. You could do the same thing with this one. So if they didn't have white, my plan was I was actually going to swap around. I was going to do the Santas on this because that's what I was initially doing. I was going to do a red Mary on the white sweatshirt. So keep it in mind too. You can buy those sweatshirts from Walmart for $7.50, and you could put this same thing on there. Don't feel like you need to go get like a $20 sweater. Another thing, like I mentioned last time, is check the Goodwill. Check different places, like for these kind of sweaters, different places, check their clearances and all that. Here we go. Moment of truth. Let's see if it came through on the shirt. And it did. This is exactly what we need. So I did not lie to you guys last time. This is cotton, and it did come through, because the way that cotton and sublimation work is it's going to show up, but it's going to wash out. So when we go to wash this shirt, this is going to wash out, but who cares? It's underneath here, right? So this is just our template guide. All right, so here we go. I'm going to keep the camera down for a second just so we can get going. I've got my end here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this down, and then I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to come back around. It's something I learned last time too. So that way you're not over trying to fill this up and blocking the letters. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it right there. And usually I cut it after the fact, but I just did it there. It's fine. I kept the parchment underneath so that way the glue does not stick, right? And so I'm just going to follow the line, and don't get yourself too far ahead either. We figured that out last time. Now I could definitely, I'll stop right there. All right. Twirl around. I've learned some things. We're going to put that up there. Oh my gosh, stop it. This is going to be so cute. All right. This is the one I've been so excited about to make. And so I bought this yarn the first time. If y'all were here for my other live, I bought this yarn the first time from Hobby Lobby. But because I missed out on all of the Christmas projects, I went ahead and returned. I had a ton of stuff. Ornaments, yarn, all of that. I didn't want to waste my money. I'm trying to be better at stuff like that. Now, any little pieces that come off like this, we can pull those, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm so excited for this one. So I went ahead and had returned stuff because I was like, I'm not going to sit here and waste. I can't even make Christmas projects. But then I thought with these lives, I was like, nope, we're doing it. So see how I'm just going to attach this. I could have always went underneath before I and try to really butt it up there and do that. Now I'm going to leave this attached this time. I'm not cutting just yet. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get a little underneath so I can tuck it. Right. And just so far, twirl around. And here we go. Oh, and I'm going to turn off my heat press because I still had it going. See, I burnt myself. Now, if y'all noticed last time too, my dad was even making fun of me. My dad was watching my live. And my dad's like, why did you put which is right here. Let me show you. These finger things like this you can get from the Dollar Tree in case y'all missed my last one so you don't burn yourself. And my dad was like, what was the point of that? Because you didn't even use the fingers that had those. I said, I know, Dad. I know. All right, so I'm going to keep on trucking here. But yes, these are amazing. If y'all have not tried fabric glue sticks, I highly recommend. All right. So here we go. Perfect. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try not to make y'all sick, but I'm going to bump the lighting up here because it's getting way too dark. Let me do it again. One more time. There we go, guys. Y'all guys should be able to see now. Sometimes, just depending on that lighting, my camera stuff will go down. And let me get a drink. We're stopping for a drink. Let's hear. Gonna be cute. I love it. Glitter for fabric would be cute too. Yes. That would be super, super cute. And I totally, no, it's a different one. Okay. I have something else I'm going to show y'all too. See, for this one, I could try to come up like that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead. I'm trying to do it a little bit different. I'm trying to, yes, I don't want it. I'm going to stop. Like I said, last time I did that and I'm not doing it this time. So I'm stopping myself. I'm going to come back around so that way we're not having too much yarn. But you could definitely, if you want to, like I did last time, and you want to, keep it going or whatever, you could definitely do that. But I'm going to try to tuck mine like that and try to hide it. So we're going to do this. There we go. And I'm just going to go a little bit. Try not to overcommit. And we're going to tuck it under. I love this. This is so stinking cute. And I'm going to tell you, this is going to be some of my favorite projects from this year's making these sweaters. And so once again, think outside the box. You could do Valentine's, you could do love. So if we're too late for Christmas and you're not making a Christmas sweater, this may be something that you're going to keep in mind for next year. Or once again, Valentine's Day is coming up. You could write the word love or, anything, Mr. and Miss. You could do like, little husband combo there. Anything would be super duper cute. So this could definitely be any time. It's just definitely a great project. Look at that. I love it. Oh my goodness. So good. Okay. So we've got that. I'm going to put that just like that. All right. Now this one, I'm trying to decide. So whenever I go around, so that should be good. Let's start here. I wish so this is my thing. Okay. So the yarn, this is my deal. I would definitely buy the yarn when it is half off. I've talked about this before at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever you're getting your yarn. I had to get mine from Walmart because, I had to rebuy it and stuff. These are $7, even at Hobby Lobby. They're $7 something. So the yarn is the most expensive. So what I kind of wish is if I found somebody that actually had the chunky yarn, if I would have had a family member that had done yarn, they crocheted or whatever, I would have definitely checked with them first because you don't need that big of a strip. You don't need that big of a piece. So I definitely would have done that. Or even at Hobby Lobby, you know how they have the scrap pieces, the end, they make little bags. But I even check areas like that too. Okay, so there's our E, looking cute. I think I'm going to stop it right there. Cut it. Okay. And then, but see how this one's spaced out so much better than our last one? We can actually see what we're doing. So the one thing with the R, I wanted to point out here really quick. I'm actually going to bring it back up. I'm going to come up here really fast. The one thing I noticed with this R that wasn't the same as in my deal is these little pieces right here, the tops. I was actually going to slice those off. But when I played around with the yarn, when I printed it off, you could hardly see them anyways because of the way that I did it. So I was like, you know what? I left it. But if you want to get rid of those because it's not part of what you want to do, you could definitely slice those off with a circle or something like that. So just keep that in mind. So what are you guys thinking so far? Are you guys loving it? If you guys are going to recreate this, are you already thinking about Valentine's or maybe even writing somebody's name? You could definitely even do the kiddos' names or something. This would be a great gift to even make somebody. You could do peace or just whatever the kiddos may be into and put a cute little saying. Oh, I'm trying not to squish those together. Stop right there. And then I'm going to come back in like that. See how with my R and it just made it like I wanted. So I just came up a little bit more from where I wanted to be there. And just like that. As long as it's hiding, as long as it is hiding, see how that? As long as it's hiding your little black line there, you're going to be good to go. I love this. So cute. Okay, so there is that. Now, the one thing is, somebody tell me, with these end caps, I'm afraid, if they're going to fray or anything like that, should we have, I'm actually going to bring the light back one. So bear with me. There. Should we Every time I swear my stomach is hungry every time we record. Should we have burned these with like a lighter? So before we had put them down, like if we cut the size, kind of measured it up with these end pieces, will they just kind of wash and fray, like be okay? Or should we have kind of burnt these? Is that kind of a thing? I mean, or was that just ribbon I'm thinking of? All right, so let me get that. Somebody let me know that actually messes with yarn like this. All right, so let's get our next one. We're almost done with this project, and then we're going to move on to our next one. The next one's going to be really fun too. All right, so here we go. Have it. I feel like I'm so excited because, like I said, I was so devastated because I didn't get to like participate with Christmas with y'all. And I feel like these are such good projects. I'm getting them in here and I'm like, I'm so proud of them. I am so proud of this. Thinking outside of the box this year. Okay, so we're going to get this line going. Just like that. There we go. Perfect. All right, there we have it. All right, let's see here. Cut it at an angle. Okay, thank you so much for that, Dee. Hello, everyone. Let's see, North Carolina, looking good. Thank you guys so much. Also, I was going to say I'm going to cut it at an angle this time. Also, how is the weather now? I need to know an update. Do you guys have snow yet? Is it just cold? Is it so warm where you're at? Let me know. So my cousin, one of my cousins is going on a cruise. So I've seen her pictures on Facebook and they were in Florida. I think they were in Pensacola and they were at the beach. And I was like, oh my gosh, is it still warm outside? Which I know Florida, you know, but we had went to Pensacola for spring break this year and it was freezing. If you guys have been following for a while, I've talked about that back there. It was freezing. I was so upset because we didn't really get to enjoy it. Like we went to Biloxi first and it was freezing. So we didn't really get to enjoy it. All right, I'm going to cut it at an angle again. Perfect. All right. And then because see how I could have kept it, but then it's going to make it really chunky. I'm coming back down here. I'm going to stop because I need it to be like that. So that way I don't have it here and then there, if that makes sense. This is our last piece. We're wrapping it up. Super duper excited. Now, I also want to show you again. Let me grab it really quick. Hold on. I got to put my whole head in here. So if you guys don't have a desk vacuum, definitely check them out. This will pick up all of those extra little fuzzies. I talked about that in my last one. It works so great for that tinsel. Now, you could use that tinsel yarn. I was going to mention that today too. That would be really cute, and you could have done it in different colors. So that's definitely an option as well. I probably overcommitted there. Here we go. So I'm going to tuck under. Like that. All right, perfect. There we go. And I think I'll kind of come up. You know how it would be really cute too, like to have it kind of come, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to do that. But if you wanted to really spruce up and make your very own, like you could come down here and create like a whole thing, feel free. Another thing that would be really cute, I keep thinking about all kinds of things, especially with Valentine's Day, is creating hearts. So you could take the yarn and you could put hearts and stuff all over it too, would be really cute. That's the same thing with where we made the reindeer head. You could definitely do that with hearts as well. Or the gnomes, you could create the gnomes and stuff. So you could have the Valentine gnomes all over the place. I'm just trying to help you guys think outside of the box. So that way you guys can bring these into Valentine's. All right. So I'm going to get a little bit of glue there. Bring this all the way up to right about there. Like that. All right. I think I'm happy with that. Perfect. And then once again, I'm going to cut it at an angle because Dee said so. I'm definitely listening to Dee. All right, so here we go. Perfect. I'm just making sure that we've got. Now, once again, if you need to trim anything, you could definitely take a little pair of scissors and do that. So let's take out and let's get a real good look. So see, if I wouldn't have put the parchment because it's stuck to the parchment, it would have been stuck to the other side of my shirt. Let's flip it up here. Let's look. How stinking cute is this? I am so excited. Let's trim this off because we don't need it. It's not like we're going to return it, right? Hi, I got this Mary on here and I didn't do it right. Can I return this? Let's see here. In the mid 60s in VA, but we have yucky weather coming this weekend. Oh my goodness. You can have some fabric or no fray glue at the ends. Okay, I didn't think about that. So I may go back to some no fray glue because I definitely want to make sure when I go throw this in the wash, I'll do the same thing. Once again, cold wash, put it in the wash and inside out, and don't put it in the dryer. So the dryer is just going to reheat your glue. So don't do that. How cute is this? Once again, I've got my little pieces I got to clean up, but I'm definitely going to put some no fray glue on the end. before I actually ever wash this, but I am so excited for this. Let's see, stinking cute. Thank you so much, Sonia. Let's see, no snow. Speaking of Minnesota, I am so ready like for the snow, but I'll tell you guys recently, like I had a call, my cousin and them own a heating and air place. I cannot get it warm enough in our house. I have it on 73. What do you guys set your temperature on? Like I was thinking, oh gosh, there's that thing again. Cause like, remember what is it like this? It's like, it does like a whole thing. That's like fireworks. I was, like 670 or something like that. I'm having to keep it on 73 degrees. But here we go, 48 and sunshine. Oh my gosh. Okay. This looks so snuggly. And oh, it is. Like this is, let me show you again. Like look at the sleeves on this too. It is so cute. They have these in different colors too. And once again, this was $20 at Target, but they were 30% off. So definitely check your Target and see if they're still 30% off. But once I get all of these little pieces here and I get that no fray glue on there, thank you for that tip. This is going to be absolutely perfect. Once again, this is a crop top, so it's not for me. It's for my daughter. I will definitely, one thing I thought about with these crop tops, I could put a tank top underneath, like a white tank top. And that way, if I'm like this, it's just the, the tank top. Okay, sweater number 2. We're going to set it out of the way because we got to keep going. We are an hour and 12 minutes in. We still got to go. So this is our last one. But before we do our last one, I'm going to show you 2 different options. This was my first option. So let me go ahead and get into Cricut Design Space. And let me swap out my stuff. And I'm going to unplug the glue gun. And I'm going to plug in my next, which is the little mini iron. Okay, because I'm using that right now. I'm using the Cricut one. You can definitely use whatever you got. Okay. Oh, let me get that in there. Okay. And I'm putting it on 3. I'm going to scoot that out of the way. And I'm going to bring up. Okay. So I'm swapping out Cricut. I want to show you guys really quick. So add the stage. Here we go. So this is all Cricut access, right? These are right here inside of Cricut Design Space. So the very first thing that I've created here, this, I'm going to scoot out of the way. This is total separate. These are 2 separate projects. These gnomes right here, I'm going to back that up. I accidentally moved it. These are actually SVGs. So I found these inside of, if you go to images, I just typed in Valentine's gnome, right? So I was looking for, because not about pink gnome, sorry about that, a pink gnome, because the sweater that I had seen that was trending on TikTok, it was glitter gnome. So it was these pink ones. And the last one, it was 4 of them. The last one, he had stripes on his hat. I'm going to double check you guys can see this. Yes. He had stripes on his hat. So he was different, right? But these were all glitter. So if we sublimate these onto white glitter HTV, which I'm going to show y'all, it's going to make them glitter. It's going to be like a faux glitter, if you will, right? Or these are SVGs. You could put these on the shirt, see the individual pieces. You could put this with glitter HTV and it's going to be perfect. You don't need to sublimate these. You could definitely use your HTV. Now, if you are going to sublimate them, what you want to do, and by the way, these feet, this gnome, I'm going to delete this real quick. This gnome did not come with feet, but this gnome did, and they were separate. So what I did was I clicked on his feet, I hit duplicate, and then I sized them down. I had sized them down, and then I put them right there. And now he has feet. So think outside the box when you're using these files. Also, his nose was this tan, but these guys were a little bit more burnt orange. I changed them all to tan. And their little balls here, they had stars. I deleted them and I put circles. I just came up here, shapes, made some circles, and that way they all match. So to turn this into a print and cut file, I'm going to select everybody and I'm going to hit flatten. So now these are one solid piece, which, oh, I forgot to put his feet back. Hold on. Let me back it back up. Okay, let's flatten it again. To make these where they are print and cut, they are SVG right now. You can see basic cut. I'm going to select everybody. You can do them individual if you want. You're going to come down here. You're going to hit flatten. Now they're print and cut. So you can see these guys are solid. You see that over here? Everything went away. It's print and cut. You can't even see my little circles, which is fine. So what I did was you're going to come up to offset. We need to create an offset layer. So I'm going to come up here to offset. And depending, I'm going to bring it down so you can actually see. Hold up. There we go. We're going to click on offset. So depending on how thick you want that border, I wanted mine more where it just had a little bit, right? I don't want them to be welded together. So I brought this down, right? So now they're individual. So what I'm going to do is hit apply. Then what I need to do is it's a print and cut. It's automatically going to make it a print and cut layer with that offset. So what you want to do is come up here, change it to basic cut, and then I'm going to change it to white. That way I know, okay? So that's white. So that's an offset layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, and you're going to notice something. Because of this nose, I have no idea why it was doing it, and it won't do this all the time. I've got this little nose piece. You can hit contour. We're going to hit hide all contours and it's gone now, right? Oh, not that one. It tried to hide that one. What we're going to do is we're going to click it. We're going to go to contour. We're going to click on the nose piece and then it's gone. Another option to do is you can come to shapes. You can go grab a circle. We're going to bring it down. Once again, you can rewind this, slow her down. So I'm going to select it on there like that. I'm actually going to change it to white. I don't think it even matters. We're going to select all those pieces together. I'm going to hit combine and I'm going to hit unite. And look, see, it just disappears. It makes that go away. So that's just an option if you have little pieces that ever do that to you. So now we have a print and cut and the offset layer. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hide this. You're going to go to make it. So we're going to choose on the mat. We're going to hit confirm. And then I size this out to what I wanted. I'm actually going to choose an 8.5 by 11. So it's going to be a print and cut. You need to mirror it. Okay, so this is going to be needed. This needs to be mirrored. The same thing, this is HTV. You want to mirror that. So it is, when you work with HTV projects, we have to mirror. When we work with sublimation, because it's not Caesar Easy Subly, it's a whole different story. It's the paper. You need to mirror it. So you're going to go ahead and print this the same way that I showed you before. We're going to have that ready to go. I'm not going to use my Cricut to cut it. So I'm going to skip it. Now I'm going to move on to this one. I'm going to hit continue and cut it out with the glitter. And then we're going to have this. Let me show you really quick. We're going to hit remove and let me show you my pieces. So we have, all right. And I need to bump this back up. I almost forgot. And I did this for a video before, so I'm just going to stick with it. So a long time ago when I did this, the way that I'm going to do it, I had it 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So I'm going to keep it at that. We could probably get away with 385 for 40 seconds, honestly. But this was back in the day. And I watched I have to go back and watch my old videos sometimes to remind myself what I did. True story. Okay, so there's that 400 degrees, 60 seconds. Because I'm not putting this directly on the t-shirt. I'm fixing to shock you in case you've never seen this method before. Okay, so what we need is our white glitter HT, which the Cricut did cut this out. This is our offset layer that we created, right? Then you have your printable one, which is going to, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. This is going to line up right there on there. So with this piece, we do not need to have Cricut cut it out, right? You're just wasting your time. You can, but honestly, don't. So what I'm going to do is do this, cut around it. And you can always fussy cut as close as you want to, so you can really line those up. And so you do whatever you would like, right? So here's my pieces. So here in a little bit, these are going to line up on here just like so. And if you need to, you can always do individual ones so we can see and kind of have those. See that? Right? So they're going to line up. So mirror both of those. Now, here's where I'm going to blow your mind in case you've never seen this method. So this was going to be the glitter, which I'm going to hold it on the shirt just so you can see. And I tried to make the pink as close as I wanted this to be. And so what we're going to be doing, this is parchment paper, right? So it has like a wax coating. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to, you know what, last time I'm trying to think if I did it this way. Because I don't think I'm trying to think. Let me do it this. I'm going to try it real quick. I want to say that what I probably did was peeled these off and had that here because it'd be what normally I did one solid piece. I would peel this off and have it sitting here. But I'm going to try it like this first. Because the thing about this will peel off the parchment paper later. Okay. So what we're going to do, I have it down here because of course I was going to do this. I'm so silly. So we're going to have it like this, right? And then I'm just doing a tack down. So this is just a tack down to get it to hold down. I'm melting that adhesive to get it to stick to my parchment paper. So remember with parchment paper, you're going to be able to peel it away. So if you wanted to make this for later or to do like I'm doing, so you can actually hold it up to the project to see if you actually want to commit to it, it's an option, right? I'm going to do this. I'm trying to get it to stick down. Let's see if I can carefully peel. Let's see. I'm going to be real slow if I can get these because I want them to stay in place. If not, I'm going to do them individual because I want to say last time, and that's what I'm going to have to do, I think. Yeah, that's what I did last time. So we're just going to commit. I'm going to cut these down one by one. All right. So let's just do this to be safe. So I'm going to peel this off here. And then I'm going to get those one by one, and that way I can just line them up correctly. Just because it's not one solid piece. Now, if it was one solid piece, you'd peel it off. You're going to peel it off of your backing there. I'm just going to get these where I want them, right? Try to be very careful. And the thing about it is you really do, because you don't want to keep overheating this. So I definitely would peel these off. And even at that, I'm going to switch. No, I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun. I was trying to think, since I've already pushed it once, I don't want it to get stuck. So try to make sure you do this one time. So before you actually press it, you're going to get these on here, right? So you're going to have these little guys like this. All right. But perfect. So now what I'm going to do to be safe, there we have them. I'm going to go through here and I'm going to, because each little guy, I'm going to go through here and I'm going to fussy cut as close as I can so I can actually see these little guys like that. So this one can go on here like that. And these may not be 100% perfect today, okay? We're just going to eyeball it because I'm already 120 and we still got a whole nother shirt to make. So this one's going to be the option, okay? This one's an option to do, all right? Perfect. I'm going to check that you guys are still here. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see. And we're going to keep on. Like I said, I'm getting as close, and I'm just doing the top and bottom so I don't overlap on these guys. Something about like that. So don't judge me if these are off a little bit today. Let's see. Love the Christmas ideas. It's 8 degrees. 8 degrees. Oh my goodness. In West Yorkshire, UK. Oh my goodness. That is so crazy. I hope you stay warm. Let's see. Just bought a Cricut Maker 3 bundle as a Christmas present for myself, and I have been binge watching. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Glenda. And congratulations on your new machine. I hope you love it. So you guys let me know. I asked you guys this in the last video, but in case you guys were not here live, what did you get for like Black Friday? Did you guys snag a new Cricut machine? Did you grab a Silhouette? Did you get a Sublimation printer? Let me know what you guys grabbed. Thank you. Let's see. Congratulations. I see Brenda, or D is telling congratulations. All right, so here we go. I'm going to get it like this, right? This is our last one. Boom, perfect. Okay. Now, once again, ignore these if they're off a little bit. And I would line these individual anyways because they are, once again, obviously separate. So I'm going to fold this over. And now, hopefully, I'm going to do 2 and 2, okay? So let me get these 2. Perfect. And then I'll get the other 2. So I'm doing 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So once again, I probably would do 385 for 40 seconds, but I went back to one of my older videos and the color was popping. So I was like, you know, we're sticking with it. Sometimes you got to go with what's tried and true. So I'm doing half and half. If I had my bigger, what is it, 10 by 12, I could have covered everything, or like this bigger heat press here. So we're getting close. I'm going to do the other side, and hopefully this comes through for me today. But I've done this in the past, and what's really cool, if you actually press it on your parchment paper first, once again, make sure it's parchment paper, not regular paper. It needs that wax coating. You could definitely do this on your Teflon sheet too. So you could do your Teflon sheet and that way, and then I would just, instead of folding my Teflon sheet in half, I would put it on the Teflon. I would put a piece of copy paper on top of my stuff I'm pressing. So it'll peel off that as well, right? So it allows you to visually, because sometimes I've done stuff like this before and I put it on the sweater and I'm like, ooh, you know, because you don't know, right? Because with the way that, hold on, I need to move some of this stuff. The way that the glitter, you're sublimating on glitter HTV, right? So we have to put the glitter HTV on our shirt first. Then we have to sublimate. So I've done that and then it's like, oh, I'm not a huge fan of this. Anybody else? And so before I waste my sweater, I want to see what it looks like. So this is an option because we're moving on to something way cuter, okay? It's going to be similar to our first project, so you guys wait for it. Let's see, love most of us experience the very thing, Roller Crystal and oh, thank you so much, D. You are the best. Let's see, 56 and raining here in Fort Worth, Texas. Love it. I've had it turn out. Thank you so much. Let's see, we have a wood burning stove, so that's being used. Oh my gosh. See, that's what I miss. I used to have a home that had a wood burning stove, and I really miss that. I feel super hot in here. It's like, it's like I'm talking about my house freezing, but then when I'm in here recording with all the lights, I'm like, it's so hot. Okay, 4 seconds. Fingers crossed, guys, that this is good. We're going to move. Let me drop y'all back down, and let's see if it was a success or a fail. If you do this once again, try to do it one time. Don't do like I did. Here we go. So we're going to go through this time. The glitter HTV should be stuck. Yes. Look at how cute that pink. Now I forgot to show y'all. I'm going to show you in a second. These gnomes, when I found them, they were green. Okay. Which I'm going to show you in just a second. I'll see if I can help you find how I found those. How cute are these? Now, this is going on a pink shirt, so you may want your offset to be a little bit smaller. But these shirts, once again, was 69 bucks. So for this one, it's going to be less than 20 bucks. So here is here's our super cute, and they're glittery. I don't know if you guys can pick that up right now, but they are glittery. So what we're going to be able to do, so what I love about this is you can store it for later. So you can have this for later. So now let me bring my shirt up, and I'm just going to show you, but we're not going to commit because we're switching the sweater, all right? So let me show you what we got. For this one, I've got a mess going on. This is that super cute pink one I showed y'all last time. That was like, oh, this is what we're doing. We're doing the gnomes, but I've switched it. So we are going to remove this. This one was 25. Once again, it was 30% off. But I forgot, my sister told me too. Check Ross's, TJ Maxx. You can usually get super cheap sweaters. Goodwill. Check your closet. You may already have one. So this is a really cute pink. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'll make sure that stays awake because we're fixing to use it. Okay. So I'm going to drop this down so y'all can see what I was going to do. So the way that these work, they sold out so fast. So now I would have these. And once again, I may have done my offset. So with this parchment, these are going to peel off here. And they have the adhesive on the back. You can use them. Is this not cool? So look at that glitter. I'm going to bring it up. So now y'all can see, look at that glitter. You see his little nose, that glitter. So I definitely probably would have done a smaller offset. So we would have, so once again, this is helping us visually see 4 sweaters because I don't have another pink shirt. So the way that these were, we would line them up. Okay. We would line them up. I want to show you how cute this would be. Oh my God, you lined this up perfectly. Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty close. I feel like I was off on this one just a smidge. And then we have this guy. And once again, I just found these in Cricut Design Space. If you have Cricut access, these were completely free. And it made their balls a little bit bigger because they were white. So if you wanted those, you would maybe want to change the color, do different ones. Okay. So this is how that sweatshirt was. It was like this. Obviously, I'm not going to press this because I want to do something else, which hold the phone. Because I really do love this. What if we put this here and then we do the next one? Let me ask y'all, what do you think? Here we go. Let me explain. I'm going to turn this off because we're not, well, we might. What I was going to do, I switched it up. I changed my plans. All right. Y'all ready for this? Okay. What I moved on to was, which I'm going to show y'all, you seen the Christmas tree. It's not a Cricut Design Space, right? Look at how cute these are. This is glitter HTV. This is more like a lime green HTV. So I've seen another sweater that had the Christmas trees all over it, like how that is, right? It had the glitter, but they were, once again, the sequence, but the glitter is going to work the same. So we have our Christmas trees. I'm going to show y'all really quick, right? So these are cute. So the way that I've seen these, I'm going to show y'all really quick just to show you how it's going to do this. But should I mix? You guys let me know. So just put the word mix or just say trees, okay? So we're either just going to do the trees or we're going to do mixed, which means we're going to leave the gnomes and we're going to add the trees as well. So the trees, I was going to do the same like we've done before. So we're going to put those there. I'll bring y'all up while I cut these out. Y'all let me know. So should we do a mixture of keeping the gnomes and putting the trees, or should we just do the trees? I definitely want to do the trees, okay? So I'm not even giving y'all an option to say, oh, I'll show y'all in a minute once I kind of get some of these down. I'm not even giving y'all an option to take away my trees. I'm here for the trees. So I'm like, nope, don't even try to tell me that you don't want my trees. We're taking the trees. These trees are actually from Wispy Willow. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. I found it on Cricut Access, Wispy Willow Designs. So it was a tree that had little designs on it. And I just hit contour and made a tree. It was the closest tree that I found to what I needed. Okay. Let me show you what we got so far. Okay, we're getting the trees. Let's see. Mix. We got several mix. We got trees. I love the Christmas tree. I love that. Where did the pink sweater is from Target? Let's see. Mix. I'm going to keep letting y'all vote while I do this, okay? And I could always remove the gnomes because I can put them right back, okay? And just show you what it would look like with just the trees if y'all need that. But so far I'm seeing mix. I really feel like we might need to go for it. Ah, so cute. I'm telling y'all, I got so much inspiration from TikTok shops, boutiques this year. I was like, heck yes, girl. All right, so we are going to, give me one more second. I cut out 15 trees. Now, let me show you really quick. Can y'all see that? My bottom of my trees got cut off here. Let me show you. So these have little stems, and these ones got cut off. So I don't know if I'll use those or not, which I cut extra just in case. So the way that I seen the tree sweater, and it was actually a cardigan. So y'all may have seen it on TikTok. It was a cardigan. And they were on the sleeves and everything. So, but you know, we're just using that as an inspiration. We're doing our own mix, just trees, mix trees, mix trees. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm getting mixed signals. I'm like, which way do we go? Okay, so let me see if I can show y'all. If y'all can see enough of this. Okay, so we've got that. Let me try to scoot us up. All right, I don't feel like you guys can see the whole picture. Scoot us up here. Ah, there we go. So you guys can see that with the gnomes, right? And then I would also have, let me just show you really quick. And I'm going to do this with my mini Cricut Easy Press, okay? So we're going to go through here. And I'm going to try to put a couple on my sleeves just to kind of show y'all. Here we go. So y'all can keep voting. You can change your mind if you'd like. So see, I'd have that there. And then I could do another one kind of up here and stuff like that. And then I would do the same thing to the other side, right? So we would have these trees. Or if I wanted to, without the gnomes, I could take away my gnomes. Carefully, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this down here just so y'all guys can kind of see. I'm scooting them here so I can keep them together. I'm trying to make sure y'all can't really see them. All right. And then I would just have the trees, right? So see, that way, because you can't visually see if I'm not showing you like the whole kit and caboodle. So let's just do that, just so you guys can kind of see, right? And I may even, hold on, put another one. Just to give you an example and get another little piece here. I got one more that could go there, and then we'd have the other sleeves, obviously. Here we go. And then, okay, let's see. Just the trees, just the trees. Okay, I'm just seeing just the trees. Move one of the gnomes to someplace else and put the tree in the place. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Or what if, okay, just the trees, star gnome in the middle, and then trees surrounding it. So there's that option. Okay. Or what if we put the gnomes, just we had them kind of like we did the Santies, you know, and you had, you know, your gnomes like that. What if you did that? Would that be an option? Or are we thinking no? What do we think? I almost feel like we should just stick with, it's like I wanted the gnomes, but a part of me, now that I'm seeing the trees, a part of me is like, just stick with the trees. I am so, this one's hard, guys. I am so on the fence of saying both. I don't know. Let's see. I absolutely love this. I'm going to Target to get, yes, go to Target. And I'm going to tell y'all what. I am not ashamed to take the clothes off the mannequin. No, sirree Bob. If I get there and all the sweaters are gone and my size is on that mannequin, you better believe I'm walking out and that mannequin has no clothes. I am not leaving a sweater behind. It's my size. All right. So anybody else guilty of that? I will check. I will, if I have to climb, I have to get my kids to get up there. I'm getting it. If it's my size, I'm taking it home with me. So don't be afraid to check your mannequins too. But this one is right when you first walk through the door, those clothes that are just right there. I want this. I'm going to go back to the middle. Let's see. I want the gnomes back. See, that's what me too. I'm really thinking, let's get them back in the middle. Y'all see this with the trees. Okay. You've seen the trees. Let's go back. Let's move. And then I'll adjust, right? So let's get our gnomes back, which I'll have to really line these up. And then we're going to start putting this together. So, and I've already sublimated these, so I don't need high heat. So that's something to consider too. And these all three are the same. So I just need to line them back up and I'll really get them lined. I definitely think so too. Let's do the gnomes and let's have the trees. And I'll really try to line those up. I don't know if I want one directly above it like that or not. Yes, combo. I like the gnomes in the middle. Yes, I agree. This is so cute. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's just start. So let's get our gnomes down. I'm trying to make sure I'm centered. And they need to go up because right now they're on the belly. Anybody else press your shirt and then you go to put it on and, or you put it on your kid and then now it's in the belly? Yes. I've been there, done that. I still even do it. Okay. So let's shoot that up. And we're going to move these guys up a little. We're going to eyeball. This is our last one, guys. Okay. So I promise. I know I've been keeping y'all forever, but I told y'all I was coming back with vengeance. I didn't get to participate in Christmas. So I went big or go home. Okay. So I was like, we're getting our sweaters. Okay. Once again, you could do this for Valentine's. So don't think that we're too late. Okay, so let's do this. I've got my little mini easy Easy press, right? Let's press our gnomes first. We're committing. And this is going to show you, this is a question I get all of the time, is pressing HTV on a sweater. So here, now you're going to find out. Cover it with your parchment. Use your big heat press. You could have accomplished big areas, right? But I want to show you using your little mini easy press because I don't want to, I'm trying not to, I got pressure, but I don't want the huge squares like I've had, right? So I'm trying to just get in here, hold it. It's around 20 seconds. Right? You just want to make sure that everything's good. We could always go backwards. And with this mini one, we're supposed to keep it moving at all times to make sure you don't get those lines. So that's something too. Let's see. Guilty. I love it. Yes. Guilty. Are the gnomes on the printable HTV? What brand? This is actually on glitter. So I actually did Sublimation, and this is on glitter HTV, which you will be able to go back on the replay and watch this, but you could definitely do Caesar Easy Subli. You could do printable vinyl. Once again, my honest opinion, I don't like printable HTV. I feel like no matter what you do, it's going to ruin over time. Caesar Easy Subli will not budge. It will last you forever. But this is just glitter HTV. You could also use Sublimation HTV, which is a white HTV. You could definitely do that as well. So lots of different options, which you guys can snag over on Amazon. Now, I don't know what is going on. I don't feel like I'm trying to get sick or anything, but my left ear is doing it again. So if I'm yelling, y'all, it keeps clogging up, but there's no other symptoms that I have. And it'll do it for like 10 minutes and then it'll stop. I'm like, quit that. All right, let's see here. I love it. I can't wait to make this sweater. Is it not cute? And y'all are going to have to let me know. But once I get done, don't commit, okay? You're going to have to let me know what is your favorite sweater that we did today. And it's so funny. Now, we don't even have anything to peel up because, once again, I'd press these on the parchment paper first. Highly recommend. I highly recommend when you're going to put it on an expensive sweater, because I consider this expensive, right? It was $25, but I got 30% off. I consider these expensive. They're more than $5. Okay. I'm definitely going to want to know if I like it. What if that pink, because it looked really different. What if I didn't like that pink? So I could have reprinted, right? And so I highly recommend trying the parchment paper or even doing it on the Teflon sheet just to save yourselves. All right, so I'm gonna drop us back down and let's start getting our trees. I think I pretty much have them where I want. So I'm just gonna start to commit, okay? So let me go ahead. I'm getting my hair out of my way while we're done. Just thought of one. Flamingos with palm trees. Stop it right now. That would be so cute. Oh my gosh. So smart. Let's see. This would be super cute with hearts where the trees. Yes. So yes, you could do with the Valentine's gnomes, which technically these look like Valentine gnomes. And then the hearts. Oh, heck yes. Now, I have one more idea really quick too. And I'm going to tell you because I know I'm going to forget. Something I thought about too with this one. Hold on, let me see if I can find them. If not, okay. Is Bonner has these, which you can buy them individual colors. They have the glitter glue sticks, which I think you can even snag wherever, right? So there's green, there's gold, there's whatever. So I almost thought too we could, because it'll make it almost three-dimensional. We could go back and put dots on these to make them spruce up. I'm not doing that today, but that's an idea. I just want to keep telling y'all different things you can do. Okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to start to go one at a time over these. Now, I'm going to be, I think I'm going to be safe. I'm going to take a parchment just because my sweater, all right, this is a different material and I want to make sure that I'm not like, burning anything with my sweater or anything. So with this, you're just going to go back and forth for around 20 seconds or so. Just cover the entire thing. And if you lift it up and anything's peeling, then obviously we need to go back. All right. So we're just getting these down. And one thing I was going to do before I did that, but I think we're going to be okay, is I was going to put a piece of parchment in between, but we're going to roll with it. All right. So I need to get that up on my thing more. So I'm trying to get any of the ones that are already on my pad, which I guess I could try to figure out. Even I guess if it's not on here, try to figure out. I'm going to just stay on top of this clear. That's another one. Just make sure you stay on top of the clear. I'm keeping it constantly moving. So everything, but if you're not going to be on top of the clear, then highly recommend put that parchment paper back. All right. And I'm going to get down here. I need to move this up in just a second, but I'm trying to avoid. So what I'm doing before I have to do that is I'm committing some of these because the top stuck. I'll come back for the bottom. So like this one's half on, half off. I'm going to start to get this just so I can commit where it's at and I'll move it in just a second. Let's see here. Is it Is that printable HTV? If so, what brand? No, this is not printable HTV. You definitely could use that. My personal opinion, I've never been a huge fan. There's lots of different brands out there, but what happens is when you go to wash it, it's like some brands will wrinkle and, just kind of get yucky, but most 99% of the brands, the color will start to bleed off. And so I hate to spend money on something and then it just ruins. So I'm not a huge fan. You could do the DTF hack. That is something you could do too. You could do the DTF hack. You could do this with, like, if you have the white toner printer, you could do it with sublimation. This is white glitter HTV. So what did I say? Caesar? You could do Caesar Easy Subli. I sublimated on white glitter HTV. Let me see if I have a piece down here. Just to show you again. So I sublimated on white glitter HTV. This is just glitter HTV, and I just sublimated right onto that. Okay. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and I was almost thinking, and I should have done that, but I was almost thinking with this, I should have bent the sleeve. I think I'm going to do that. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and fold, because the part that you're going to be able to see with this, if it makes sense, so this is an idea for y'all. You're going to see this piece, right? I'm trying to lay that as flat as I can. I'm going to get that like that. And then we're going to go in there. So I'm just trying to get it as flat as I can. I love DIY projects. I love being able to make something of my very own. And it's just so much more fun, because if you're going to a party, you're trying to win the thing, right? Everybody's went down to Walmart and they're grabbing that same sweater, but yours is different. So it's just so much more fun. And when you see them on there, like we were able to make it our own. I'm going to come back and get a little, push my button. Let me make sure that wasn't going. All right. Now I'll start showing y'all really quick as these. So I was letting it cool down. I'm going to carefully peel and start to show you so you can see it come to life. Look at that green. See how pretty? And I will actually see how it's starting to shimmer. I'll actually show that in a minute. I need to get that one down more. I've got this one. I'm fixing to peel. Do that. And if I need to go back, I'll hold on to these just in case I need to go back and touch up anything. So I need to, I want to let that one finish cooling down. And I'm going to try to get up here just a little bit more. You could use, I have these pressing pillows that go in your sleeve. I'm going to show you really quick. So you know what? Actually, no, they're down below. I don't have them. So there's actually these ones. They're pressing pads. They're the size of the sleeve. So they would actually go in the sleeve. That's something to think about too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and scoot this down just so I can get it up here. I'm going to put that one there. We're going to commit right here. But yes, you guys let me know. Crystal, what are your thoughts on Caesar Easy DTV compared to Easy Subli? The DTV, I mean, my honest opinion is I don't like it. I have definitely said that. I'm going to bring y'all up here really quick. I have been very transparent on that. So many people love it, and that's their own opinion. Like, I don't think they're like not being honest. It's just they may have had better success with it. Mine, when I wash it, it wrinkles. I think the color lasts better, but it wrinkles really, really weird. Like, it feels very thin. Anybody else use it and have the same things, or have you had success? I would definitely know. There's Caesar Easy Subli, hands down, the best thing on the market. So if you want something that is, like a printable HTV in a sense, Caesar Easy Subli. Hands down on the market. It's amazing. So, so good. I would definitely use, before I use like, which I guess would be the same, you need a sublimation printer. Like, before I use like printable HTV or anything, I would definitely use like the sublimation HTV or something. But I'm just not a fan of it. Like, I've not had success. So for example, I've talked about this in several videos back. My cousin had made his family, like mom, dad, daughter, the matching t-shirts for the birthday party. Well, at the birthday party, it was like water. There was water involved, and their shirts got wet and the colors were bleeding. Like, I was like, no, that is unacceptable. And it was one of the brands from like Walmart or something, but I was like, that is unacceptable. Let's see here. I've never tried this Caesar Easy DTV, but the Caesar Easy Subli has always ran in the wash. I wonder, see, and I have not. We've had huge success. So I think maybe it's just user error then. Maybe I'm not having success with the DTV, but make sure with Caesar Easy Subli, the same thing with the DTV, that you are really pressing those colors and you're waiting, what is it, like 72 hours, 48 to 72 hours before you wash. Okay, so let me scoot. But we've had, so where we have used the Caesar Easy Subli, we've had shirts that we've worn for years and not had an issue. Let's see here. I purchased the HTV and the heat press. I love it. Yay. The HTV. I love it. Is it the auto press? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Auto heat press. Yay. I'm so excited for you. Let's see. Hi. I thought I seen one. Thank you so much for the tips on the printable HTV. I'm glad I didn't buy it. Yes. Yes. And you may try it and you may like it, but honestly, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan. And I don't think that they're too happy with my response to that. And I'm not one. You've never really heard me like say anything about any product. And I'm not saying, I just think they dropped the ball on it. I think that I just don't know. I don't like it. But their Caesar Easy Subly, hands down, amazing. But when I see other people use it and they have success, I'm like, what am I doing? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I probably need to watch somebody else's tutorial. All right. So let me bring this up and over. I'm going to drop y'all back down. All right. And then I'm going to drop it here. So I've already done this half and I need to get that half. How cute is this? What do y'all think so far? So cute. And hopefully when I bring it up here, y'all can really see the colors of the trees. So adorable. Now they have different colored sweaters. I don't remember what all colors they had of this brand of shirt here. And just so y'all know with Target, this is, I should have showed y'all so y'all could look at, I already threw it in the floor. This is A New Day, but you could even order these online and probably you could check online to see if your store still has them and do like store pickup. So you can already have it ready. So if they need to pull it off the mannequin, they can do that for you. The color washes out of the shirt if the color runs. So it's really cool. Okay. The color washes out of the shirt if the color runs. I was trying to think. Let's see here. I've never tried, but the Caesar Easy Subway. Okay, I think I've read that one. Okay, I think I've got this. Oh, I see that Tara is here. Hello, hello. We are wrapping up on our Christmas sweater, and I promise I'm going to let you guys go. We're already almost 2 hours into this. So we are wrapping up. These are so cute. And then like if you need to, like I was telling you guys with the bigger heat press, you could always do that. But I really feel to keep this, and I don't want big old squares like what's been happening. I'm doing it with this little guy. And then let me scoot this one up here. We're going to commit and get this right here. So good. Now, once again, the sweater that I had seen for this one, I'm going to bring y'all back up here. The sweater that I had seen was a cardigan, number one, and it was sequence, but this is the same vibe, okay? Now, if you wanted to with sequence, you could get it and you could put heat and bond on the back. So like if you had a fabric, you can put heat and bond on the back, put it upside down, so mirror your thing. You can have your Cricut cut it. Whether it's the Cricut Explorer or the Maker, you can have your Cricut cut with that, all right? Now, with the Cricut Maker, you don't have to bond, but you're going to need the bonding to put it on here, if that makes sense. You could also do this with fabric. So like Tara, for example, she has some really fun fabric. You guys could take fabric, put the heat and bond, and do this totally with fabric. That would be so cute as well. Or another thing, if you did this with different colored trees, if you're going to do Valentine's, like doing different colors and not just the same color over and over again, if that makes sense. Okay. A little bit more. I think we have 2 to 3 more trees to tie down, and that is it. Now, before we wrap up, you guys let me know so far, what do y'all think? Is your favorite the shirt, the reindeer? Is it the Mary, the yarn? Or so you can put reindeer, yarn, or you can put trees. So let me know which one is your favorite so far. And then see, in the beginning, when you guys were watching, I bet you guys were like, oh my gosh, the reindeers was too good. Like, how could I beat that? But I feel like this is just as good too. But the reindeers, I love the way they pop. So good. With the Easy Subly, if it gets wet and the color runs, throw it in the wash and the colors that ran into the shirt will wash right out. Oh, thank you so much for that, Lorraine. Very good tip. Awesome. Okay, so we are going to this one. Same thing. I'm going to show you. So where I did earlier, like on the side there, I'm actually rotating the sleeve of how it's going to be so they're in different positions. So I'm turning my sleeve to how I would actually have it on my arm. I'm trying to keep that as flat as possible. And I'm going to get this here. And I'm actually going to kind of, what if I did even, I'm going to do an upside down tree this time. I don't even know. Yes, I did. I was like, did I even do any upside down? I did. All right. So we're just getting this. And then once again, I have one more that I'm putting up top and I lost 3 trees because I cut the bottoms off. But that's okay. Nope, actually I have 2 trees left. So I'm going to get the arms in just a second. All right, let's see here. Reindeer. I'm seeing all of those. Reindeer, how does the heat and bond work? Well, stay tuned. Okay, so I do have a video coming because I'm actually doing faux applique using our Cricut and fabric. So stay tuned. That video is coming very soon with Puff HTV. The Puff HTV is going to give us the faux embroidery look where we're going to use the fabric. Now, I don't know if you guys have been seeing, there's actually this trend going around. So if you're a mama or you know a mama, you can take the baby's clothing. So you can take the baby's onesies and all that and cut the, cut a piece, then have your Cricut cut out. Say, for example, I was doing Nana, because you guys know I'm a Nana right now. So we're going to be a Nana. So you would cut out those letters and then we would cut out the outline of those with the puff, and the puff becomes that. So stay tuned. We're doing a video very soon using the heat and bond. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so you guys see how I kind of rolled. I'm actually rolling the sweater back a little bit. So instead of it just being straight here, I'm actually rolling it back a little. So it's kind of coming in. I'm trying to get a little bit here. It's actually going to be a little bit there and a little bit in the front, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one here. We're so close, guys. Like I said, I've only got one more tree to put on and we are done. Reindeer's my favorite. I got a lot of reindeers. The reindeer's too cute. And I'm going to recap. So if anybody has missed, I'm going to show them all one more time. And then you guys can definitely watch the replay 2 hours in. I can't even tell that I have recorded for 2 hours. I've had so much fun. My body will probably feel it later. They are all so cute, but the reindeers is the cutest. It is. It's too good. And especially for you guys that can't afford an embroidery or you don't have the space or you don't really want to invest into one, you can create faux embroidery. Anybody else fixing to go to all the design sites and start typing in faux embroidery? I want to know. I have heat puff vinyl that I haven't used yet. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, Sonia, where I'm about to show you something really fun with it. So stay tuned. Okay, so we need one more. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, we got one there. Let me see. I think maybe, hold on. I'm thinking almost right here. I'm going to have that on the side there. Or maybe on this arm. Y'all let me know. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Should I put it here, like have one more tree here in the front? Or should I have one more, because this is one more tree on the back side of on the arm. So put arm or front. So put front or arm, because I almost feel like that way it kind of wraps around. So this one will have 3, the other arm would have 2. So arm or front. You guys vote really quick. I'm an Nana too. Yay, Cynthia. Oh my gosh, I love it. Reindeer is my favorite. Let's see here. I took a small piece and practice. Oh, that is awesome. Good for you, Dee. I just searched for a faux embroidery and I'm totally hooked. Yes, Kelly. It is so addicting. They are so good. Sonia, puff is so easy. You need to try it. Okay. So while you guys, I think, let's see here, arm. Okay, we already got one. I'm rolling with it. So I'm going to go ahead and get it on like the back here. About up. I'm going to do this one upside down because I have the other ones, right? And I'm going to put it right about there. There we go. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So this is our last one. I'm just using my easy press just one last time. You guys see me constant motion. That's the best thing with this. And what's awesome about this versus the bigger one, y'all have seen it. That's going to leave a square until we wash it. I don't have to wash this. I can put it on. I could be literally 1 hour before my 1 hour before I go to that Christmas party, and I could pull this off, right? And walk in there like I just bought this off of TikTok shops. So here we go. So we're almost there. And once again, if y'all want to recreate this one, you could do them with Santas. All sorts of fun stuff. Okay. Carefully pull. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? I'm going to have to reheat my hot cocoa. Here we go. Ah, I love it so much. That is so much fun. Oh my gosh. So sick of you. The Caesar Easy Puff is the best. I have not tried it. I need to get some. I will definitely do that. I think Y'allmation is what I have right now. Used is amazing. Okay, I'm definitely getting some, Lorraine. Thank you for that. Cynthia arm. Okay, so we've already got, okay, look at this. Okay. And then we have our arms. So you guys can see this one's so fun. And then we have, this one's the one that has the 3. So it's going to have one here and one on the back. And I can see, yes. So we have that, right? And we have our cute little gnomes. I'm going to bring like this so you guys can see a little bit better of that glitter. This is Caesar. I love Caesar's. It's my favorite. It's Caesar's glitter. You guys can see that. You can see our glitter gnomes. And I'm going to show you on Cricut Design Space really fast before we exit out of here. So this is a fun sweater. I am so excited for this. So these are going to be worn. So if I do any more next week, if I do any last minute stuff coming in, I love it. Thank you guys so much. So we have the gnomes, which became a combo. I was only going to show you, but we combined them and that's okay. So we have the gnomes. You could just do gnomes or you could do just trees. Or you could do a combo pack. And I think the inspiration from 2 sweaters became 1. And I love it so much. This is a good sweater. It's going to be awesome. And it costed us less than $20. So $20, less than 20 bucks. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so here's this one. We just made it. So much fun. Cute, cute, cute. Just to recap, and I'm going to show y'all Cricut Design Space really quick on those gnomes. So if you guys just now joined, we did the Mary. This is the chunky yarn. This is using chunky yarn that I made a mess of, but now I have that for years to come. Lots of projects. All right. We have the Mary. This is another cute sweater from Target. You could get them anywhere. So this was really cute. Love the way that one came out. And then y'all's favorite is the reindeer, the faux embroidery. So you could actually do this with real embroidery if you want to, and you would use, once again, the heat and bond, or you could just move around. I could put the 4x4 hoop and I could just move the hoop around and have it embroidered directly to the sweatshirt. That's an idea as well. But this is faux embroidery. If you guys have not seen it, we use Caesar Easy Subli. If it was a polyester shirt, you could just sublimate directly to it. And I'm going to show y'all. Thank you so much, Annette. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much. Okay, so here you go, in case you guys are just now joining. This is faux embroidery. So what it looks like, and this is not, this is Caesar Easy Subli. This looks like it has been stitched on, and this looks like it's real glitter, and it's not. And before you press it, so once again, it'll look like this when you print it, and then when you press it, it comes to life. So remember, look up faux embroidery designs and also look in faux glitter designs just to see, right? There's Santas out there. I've seen a really fun Santa that a lot of people are using. Thank you. Thank you, Fire, all of the incredible. Thank you so much. Love the red. Now, once again, think you could do the gnomes. You could do Valentine's gnomes on here. As somebody said, even like the flamingos, you could do flamingos all over this. The one that we were talking about, the flamingos and the palm trees, was on the sweater, but you could do all sorts of fun stuff. So Easter, we could do Easter bunnies everywhere. So don't just think Christmas. I know we're last minute, but if you are going to that holiday Christmas party and you need a sweatshirt less than $10, that's going to be different than somebody else's, run to Walmart. These are $7.49, something like that. Is the athletic brand. The other two are from Target, but you could simply pick up a Gildan. Like, this is so cute. And it would be cute too if we put reindeers on the arms, and I may end up coming. I don't know. I really like this. Like, let's just leave it. It's so cute. Hope you'll love it. Thank you so much. All right, let me show y'all Cricut Design Space one more time, just to show you on the nose. Okay, so we hit cancel. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, let's go to images and let's see if I can find it. So browse all images. And what I did was I went in and I put in, I want to say I put in pink. No. Okay. And then it wasn't showing me a ton. Like, here's my gnomes. Like, I could pick any of these, like, but it was bringing up like Easter, right? So I wasn't getting like a specific. I was trying to see if I could find that one. So see, these are a lot of Valentines. So if you're going to do this with Valentine's Day, I'm making sure y'all can see here. Yes. If you're going to do it with Valentine's Day, use these guys. If you're Cricut Access, these are completely free. And so I was trying to see if I could find this one. If not, I'm going to show y'all with a different one. So just kind of scrolling along here, because sometimes it's hard to go back and find a specific one. And I don't think, is that print and cut? I don't know. I just added it to the canvas. Let me just scroll a little bit more and see if I can find it. For example, let's just try this one, just for example, okay? So let's hit add to canvas. Let's see if either one of these will be the same. Make sure they're SVGs. Okay, so we're going to scoot this over. So say, for example, these are actually SVGs, but I'm going to turn them into the print and cut like I was showing y'all. I'm going to select like this single piece right here. I'm going to come up to my colors, and then I'm going to go to the advanced, that plus, and I'm going to play around with my pinks. So I was trying to find something close to my sweater because that's how that inspiration sweater that I found had, right? So I'm going to try to get it as close as I want it to be, right? If I need to come over more, I'll definitely do that. And so then I have that. If I want to change his nose to be a little bit more tan, I could definitely do that. His beard, if I want his beard to be more white, I could definitely do that as well. So feel free to make these guys your own. I want a little ball on the end. I'm going to go to shapes. I'm going to go over here to circle. I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to drop that right there. I'm going to turn it white, right? Now he has a ball on there. I could put a star. I could do whatever. So you can customize these. Now, to make it a print and cut file, you're going to select everything, and you're going to hit flatten. So right down here, and now guess what? He's a print and cut. Yes, the way that it flattened on here, you can see it's the way it does the white. But if you come up here and you do an offset, say we were doing the sublimation glitter, you're going to put an offset, and like this has way too much. I'm going to bring it in, okay? I just want a little offset, just like that. And because it's just got enough, right? All the way around. I'm going to hit apply. And so you guys can see that there. Now, with this offset, it's going to say print and cut, but we're going to change it to a basic cut. And then I want to contour because I want to get, say I don't want these pieces to cut, which I would want them to cut out. But say I didn't want them to. I would just come here and hit hide all contours. And now we have a solid piece, okay? And then we would have it like that, all right? So I'm really, really excited about that. And then I did the same thing. That's just how I worked with that. And let me see if I can show y'all the tree really quick. Let's see if I can find it. So I'm going to put in, let's see if I can find that one again. Because it kind of popped up here at the top, right here. So this was her tree. I believe it was that one. Let's just, okay, I'm pretty sure it was. So I'm going to click it here. I'm going to hit add to canvas. And so I believe what I did was I came down. I got rid of all of those pieces. I think I deleted, yeah. So say I'm going to hide all those, right? So all you have left, hold on. What did I do? Okay, here we go. Wait. All you have left is the tree. I think it was a different tree, but it was the same situation, right? So you have the tree here. The one that I actually found had little holes in it, and then I hit contour. So this is close. It's one of her trees. But there you have it. At the end of the day, there's the tree. So if you're looking for a specific tree and you're over here in images and you're like, I can't find, don't be afraid. I'll show it one more time. Oh, Christmas tree. If you're an Access member, there is a million different things, okay? So I think it may have been this one. Oh, no, it was this one. Found it. This is the tree I used. So I clicked on it, add to canvas, and see it has its holes in it, right? So all you have to do is come to contour, hide all contour, and now I've made that tree my own. So don't be afraid to do that. Now, I want to show y'all really quick with the reindeer what I was talking about. So I'm going to go to my uploads, click on my reindeer, okay? This is the one I brought in. It comes in really huge. So immediately, let's see if it's going to come in here really quick. Immediately, I'm going to bring it down to 5 inches, okay? So like I was trying to tell y'all, let me bring it. I'm going to try to show y'all. I'm going to bring it down, okay? So whenever it goes to cut, all right, it's going to try to cut all these little jagged, which is fine. But if you're on a white t-shirt, you can't really see it anyways. So what you can do is add an offset. So it's not going to take long to cut because this takes a while to cut because it's going to be jagging along. So what you want to do to get it to cut perfectly round is you want to go add an offset layer. And I want to add that offset layer as close as I possibly can. So I'm letting it grow. Give it just a second to think about it since it's such a big deal. Let's see if it'll pop up for us. 1 second. If I want to show you some stuff, it's not. I need to delete some of these too just to see if it helps with. Okay. Let's see if I go back here. It went away since I clicked on something else. Let me do it one more time. And if not, you're going to get the point. So you're going to get your offset layer there. And at the end of the day, I would get it as close as possible, okay? I would hit apply. I would select both of those layers. It's not going to do it for me. Let's see. You can come up here to, I'm going to do force reload. So give me just a second. I'm going to try. I want to make sure to show y'all. This is the last thing, I swear. And then we're going to wrap it up. So make sure that you guys hit that like button down below. It really does help. Leave your comments. Those really help this video going. And I appreciate every one of you guys. We're going to be back here next Tuesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to delete these, okay? And we are going to go upload. I'm going to try it one last time just to show y'all, okay? Add a canvas in case y'all are going to be making this. Add to canvas. Wait, right now there's probably, I'm not sure if there's any inside of Cricut Design Space, so you might check it too to see if there's any faux embroidery as well. If you're a part of Makers Gonna Learn, you might check with them too. So let's see, offset. Let's see, we're gonna go back. I'm trying to back it up just a little bit. Let's see if it does it this time. Let's see. I think it's because my internet's already sucking so much from the live, so it doesn't want to do it. There's always one little hiccup. So that's okay. That was like 5 more seconds. 1, 2. I don't think we're gonna get it to do it. It's okay. Either way, add that offset close as you possibly can. Hit attach or flatten. Okay, that's all you're going to do. There we go. All right, so I'm sorry that I did not get to show you guys that, but I hope that you guys, thank you so much for the great ideas. You were so welcome. Thank you, Crystalline. Having a great weekend. You too. So you guys, so when we come back, I don't know if I'll be doing any more Christmas or we're just going to kind of move on. And I know that we have the holidays and stuff, so I obviously won't be going live for Christmas week there. So next week's will be the last one. I may cram in some last minute ideas. We'll see. And if so, I'm coming back. I'm wearing one of these cute sweaters, but I hope you guys recreate this. This time, I noticed on my last live, anybody making fun of me, I hit my intro. I'm trying to get better at hitting the outro. Let's see. Where did you get the reindeer? So the reindeer I found on Etsy. I have it linked below. So if you go down below in the description of this video, it's going to say designs used and it says faux embroidery reindeer. Now I still need to go in. I'm going to add a link to the gnomes as well as that Christmas tree from Cricut. So y'all can find those as well as the font that I used for the Mary. I'm going to link that so y'all have easy access. This was from Etsy. One thing I've learned, okay, and I'm not trying to give things away. One thing I've learned about Etsy, if you put it in your cart and you wait at least 20, 30 minutes, come back, there's always a promo code. There's like 20% or whatever. And that's a little tip, just kind of wait and check that out. Let's see. Thank you. I brought the reindeer file. Yay, Cynthia, you're going to love it. New Year's. Yeah, I could do a couple New Year's things. Smart. I love that. For New Year's, how fun would that be? You could do all kinds of really fun New Year things, or even doing like 2024, just doing 24 all over. That would be so cute. Thank you for that. That was so good. I didn't even think about New Year's. Duh. We could have like the wine bottles all over this or something. Like, I don't know. You guys let me know. So many cute ideas. But there we go. Last recap, and I'm going to shut it down. We have the cute little reindeers. If you guys are going to be recreating this, make sure you guys are using hashtag. You can totally make that. And so that way we can see them. Or go over to my Facebook group. And I believe you can totally make that with Crystal Ann and share it over there. There's a Sublimation one. There's a Cricut, which is regular anything. Share your files over there as well. Your projects. You could share any project. I don't care. And so we've got our chunky yarn. And then last but not least, we have our really fun combo. We have the gnomes with the Christmas trees. I really love the way this one came out. It was so cute. Love them all. Thank you so much. I hope you guys, if I don't see you guys before Christmas, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, a happy holiday. Go finish those projects and don't feel bad about making those DIY. Look at this. This is better than that $69 sweater, okay, for less than 20 bucks. And I could give it to a family member and they would have no idea. I could pretend I bought it off TikTok shop, right? So y'all do not feel bad about making your DIY gifts. And just know, I am too. So I love it. You guys can totally make that too. Bye for now.